Alexa, stop. Hi, guys. Is that better, Justine? Excellent. Thank you. Oh, thanks, guys. I'm so sorry to have to do that. I didn't realize that you had to do that because I usually use StreamYard. So, yeah, thanks, JR. I appreciate it. All right. Now you get the whole view. I'm just typing in my email address because Chris is not here tonight. Hi, Jan. Chris is not here tonight to help me. I'm doing this all by myself, solo. So please bear with me. I'm going to do the best I can. I'm just typing in my email address in case any of you guys do not have it. I don't know if the Revive It sisters are here or not. Revive It sisters, are you here yet? I don't know if you pop back in or not. So that's my email, guys. If anybody is in the chat that's new and you win any of the auctions tonight during my live sale here, I ask that you please send me all of your information, including your real name, your real address, your zip code, your YouTube name, as well as, you know, your real name, even though it might be different. Hi, Kara. If I do miss anything, please, you know, just, you know, raise your hands or jump out. If you see me looking down, I have my iPad in front of me. So I'm going to be checking the bids on here and refreshing on here. So it's going to be a one-man show tonight because Chris is out in Nevada. So I am not going to be able to have any help tonight, but me, myself, and I. And I do have a little visitor down here, Toby. I think some of you guys know Toby, so we may bring him on. He's napping right now, so we may bring him on a little bit later. He may stick his nose up here and say hello later. So there's the Revive It sisters. Thanks, girls. I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me know to restart and everything, guys. So now that we've taken care of that snafu, please be sure to thumb up this video. If you thumbed up the other video, please thumb up this one. I would gratefully appreciate it. Yeah, I'll definitely show you Toby. He's napping right here next to me on the floor. So when I'm sure he's gonna get up and we may need a bathroom break. So may have to let him out. So anyway, but if any of you guys are new, I do use Pirate Ship to get the best rate for all of you guys. If you guys live across country, any of these heavy items may cost a little bit more. If I have to, I will try to split up the boxes if I can, just so that things get there safely. If you do purchase any glassware from me and something happens to get broken, all these items that I ship to you through Pirate Ship, whether it's UPS or the post office, USPS, they are insured. So be sure to take pictures, document it, and see if you can file a claim with the carrier of any damages that may occur, and you can get that money back. And also, I implore you to let me know so that I can take care of things on my end as well. All right. If you guys have any questions, you know, feel free to, you know, ask any questions in the chat. I'll do my best at trying to answer them. Again, I am looking down because I do have my iPad in front of me to check the bids, etc., to see who the winners are. So I will be doing the refresh. Make sure you're in live chat, not top chat, or all messages, I think is the other thing. Heather and Jane, if I say something incorrectly, please feel free to correct me if you guys are still here. And trying to think what else. These are going to be all offer ups, so I'm going to start at a price, and the bidding will go up from there. I'm going to be doing my shipping, my packing, and invoicing. Hi, Sylvia Lee. And forgive me if I've missed anybody, because when it pops up on my screen in front of me, it just disappears right away. It goes off into oblivion. So I have to look down afterwards. So, and I do see Eric here. Hi, Eric. Thank you very much for helping me too. So I'm off tomorrow and Tuesday. Yay. So I'll be able to do my packing and my billing. Hopefully everything will be packaged up and ready to be shipped out by Tuesday. So if I get payment for everything that I invoice you for by Tuesday, it'll be in the mail. So I will be sending those out in the next couple of days. Let's see here. Yeah, so a lot of times it'll show that, the items are shipping or shipped, but it doesn't mean that it's sent unless you guys send the invoice or answer the invoice. Now, that being said, PayPal has been somewhat of a nightmare lately. I don't know what is going on with PayPal, but PayPal has been really weird. Some people are not getting their invoices. Some people are getting double invoices. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's like a glitch with them or what. But if it's been a while, like if it's past Tuesday and you haven't gotten an invoice from me, please email me. I don't have the email on the screen, but let me see let's see who's in here. Wendy Midway Rose, if you want to copy and paste my email address in the chat, you can feel free to do that, just to let everybody know. If you could give me a hand in doing that, I would appreciate that if you can still see it on the screen. Otherwise, I'll just type it in here again. I'll just type it in here again for you guys, because I don't know if Wendy has it. Boy, it's not easy doing this on your own. Now I see how difficult it can be. All right, so there's my email, guys, so that this way you have it. If you have any issues, feel free to reach out to me, no matter what. Hi, Briar Lee. I see Sylvia Lee, hello. And Jan, I said hello to you. Kara, hello. Kels, there's Kels. Hi, Kels. Hi, Bill. Susan, Mark Peterson, hello. JR, I said hi to you, I think. Sandra Norden, welcome. Justine, welcome. Becky is back. I just scrolled back up just to say hello to everybody in case I make. Joan Plavier, how are you? Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining me here. I really appreciate it. So I'm trying to think what else I needed to let you guys know. Public service announcement: no outdoor fires, please. It's been very dry, no rain anywhere. So if you guys haven't had any rain at all, please don't do any outdoor burning or outdoor fires. A lot of people like to have their fire pits going this time of the year and stuff. Please avoid it at all costs. Circle 7, hello, welcome in. It's been very dry, so make Smokey the Bear happy and no outdoor fires, please. We've been having some fires even out here in, oh, you are in Southeast Texas? Wow, Becky, yes. Even here in Massachusetts, Western Mass. Usually we have a lot of rain by now, but we don't. And we've had some rain on here, so Snow, Jan? Oh my goodness. Holy cats. Well, that would definitely put a damper on any fires. That's for sure. So that would work out well. Oh, Justine sent me some. PayPal is not sending me emails to say I have an invoice, so I could. Yeah, see, Justine, that's exactly the problem I'm having. I had sent out two emails last week, and hi, Crescent Moon. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, I sent out two invoices last week, and I wasn't getting any responses. And I was like, what is going on? And then Scott had noticed that that he was having some issues as well on his channel on the Old Curiosity Shop. So I realized it wasn't just me. So there must be something going on. I hope they don't have some sort of a glitch or whatever, but whatever it is, I hope it gets cleared up because it just adds a little extra stress. You know what I mean? So I have quite a bit for you guys tonight. Even though Chris isn't here to help me out, I'm going to do the best I can. Like I said, please bear with me. And if you have any questions, I will be looking down to try to answer whatever I can. All right. So without further ado, let's get going. And I do have some Christmas for you, because I know a lot of you guys like vintage Christmas. A lot of everybody's ears go, woo. I mean, it's nothing like over the top, but I went through one bin, and I probably have about maybe 15 or 20 other bins down in the basement that I need to go through. And I'll tell you, for someone who loves vintage Christmas, it's very hard to let go of some stuff. It's really hard. But without further ado, let's get going. So I'm just going to put a start on my screen here. Okay, so the first item I have here is actually two items. So we have some Anchor Hocking. These are the ruby red and the forest green. Now, this is not a vase, but it was funny because I was in the Goodwill several times. They kept moving this thing around. It would end up in the random like knick-knack section. Then it was in the plastic section for a while. Then they moved it over with the glasses, and then it finally ended up in the vases, and then it was marked down. So I said, you know what? I'm going to pick it up because it is a tumbler. It is a ruby red tumbler by Anchor Hocking. But you know what? It can also be used as a vase because it's a pretty good size. I'll measure it for you. I know some of you guys want to know the size. So it's about 5.5 inches tall, and you can use it as a tumbler, or you can pair it up with this and use it as a vase. It's a ruby red Walter. It is. It was moving all over the place, and nobody wanted. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no chips, no cracks, or damage on any of these. And I just kind of felt bad for it, and I'm like, I'm gonna take this poor little thing home, you know. So I know it's a tumbler, but you can also use it as a vase and make a little assemblage on your table or whatever for Christmas. And this is the ubiquitous forest green Anchor Hocking vase, which, you know, you see around. So these are 13 to start. So if anybody's interested in that, I'm going to start the countdown. I'm not going to, because I have quite a bit to get through, guys. And FYI, I wanted to point out, if you guys can wait to the very last, to the very end, I have something amazing, vintage Christmas, and I'll just give you a one word, blow mold. So if you guys have to go to bed, because I know it's Sunday night and a lot of people have to work in the morning, just give me a shout, let me know, and I can bring it in a little bit earlier. So, but I was just going to kind of save the best for last. So let me know if you guys want me to bring it sooner. I can do that for you. All right. So here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. I gotta put a stop in here. Oh boy, this is not easy to do on your own. And I think I only have one bid on that, and that looks like Kells. Those are coming to you, Kells. Thank you so much. Kells, did you get your other packages yet? I think you have 3 boxes coming to you, honey. Not sure if you got them yet. How is the image this time too, guys? Not yet. Oh, they're on their way. So one of them's in a Factor box. Do you know what Factor is? Do you guys know what Factor is? They're like meals that you can get for like it takes for, yeah, I know it. The image is good. Yeah, thank you. The last time through StreamYard, it was I put it on my TV and I thought I was watching like a I don't know, like one of those movies, like those old movies where everybody's smoking, you know, and there's like a smoke in the air. I was like, what is going on? So, oh, thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. So I said to Chris, I said, what is going on? And he's, yeah, the pre-made meals, Circle 7, yes. So Chris gets those, and he brought over the box. And I said, you know what? This would be really good packaging. So in that box, Kells, is that big round platter, that big heavy platter with the eggs and the 7 compartments. So that thing is wrapped up and packed in there, and I'll tell you, I think we'll be okay with that. That thing is heavy. Wait till you see it. You won't believe it. But, you know, let me know. Guys, always let me know, you know, if you receive your items. And again, if there's any issues, let me know. And I know, you know, I love Scott dearly. Scott, an Old Curiosity Shop. Bless his heart. I love you so much. He knows I love him. You know, he likes to package things very neatly in new boxes and, you know, new packaging. I like to recycle boxes. So a lot of the stuff you get from me, it's not going to be greasy. It's not going to be dusty. It's not going to be dirty, but it's going to be reused boxes. Some are new boxes. I mean, packing materials, guys, and I know Dee at Thrill of the Thrift could definitely vouch for this. It is insane. Just trying to find packing peanuts, and the prices of these things are, they're like crazy. It's like ridiculous, you know? So, you know, a lot of times I use boxes from my work, which are great. So I have a lot of people saving me boxes and wrapping material and paper bags and things, which I like to use as stuffing to try to, you know, cushion things because of all this glassware. But the prices are so crazy. I don't know if any of you guys have looked at packing materials lately, but not just shipping, but packing. Oh, crazy. All right, so next I have an assortment of good to Uline. The prices, great. To Uline the prices. I'm not sure what you mean there, Becky. It might have been a typo. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're going to move on to the, I have some vintage Christmas ornaments here, guys. These are definitely different than the ones I had brought to you last week. These were mine that I had in my collection. So what you'd be getting is, we're going to start these. Let me put my start in here. See, I'm already forgetting what I'm doing here. So we're going to start these at $15. 15 doll hairs. Go to the company Uline. Yeah, you know what, Becky? And now that you said that, Uline, when I went on Google, on not Google, what's it called? Was it on Amazon? I think it was on Amazon, and they have a company on there, Uline, and they had big bags of popcorn peanuts and stuff like that. So, and I noticed the prices weren't too bad, so I may look into that. Now that you say that, that comes to mind. Hi, Mama T-Bird, welcome in. Good to see you. So, so what you'd be getting in this lot here, guys, a lot of ornaments. A lot, not a lot, but a lot. So you get 2 bells, and each of them, they have like glitter on them. These are probably from, let me see here. Woo. I think these are from either Bavaria or Germany. But they're definitely old, and they have their little clangers underneath. See the little clangers? You can even hear it. And this one too. So you get these two little bells. And they're glass, of course. And then you get these two, and I cannot for the life of me remember, I want to say a mandolin, but it's not a mandolin. If any of you guys are music buffs, you'll know exactly what this is. I just can't think of the name of it right now. Vinny said it on his show last night, and I can't think of the name of it. I'm blanking. But somebody else, I'm sure somebody will say. So you get these two guys, and these are really old guys. These I believe are made in either Germany or Austria. Could be Austria, but they're definitely old. And these are glass, and they have a little bit of old glitter on them. So there's those guys. Jeffrey, a lot of online glass auctions I'm buying Carnival glass from now are using bed pads. Yes, I noticed that. Yeah, and diapers and old, yeah. And honestly, that's sometimes at the Goodwill they actually have them there because people that sadly pass away, the families just donate those like unopened. Obviously, they're not used, but that's actually a very good idea for packing as well. Yes, I have seen. I've actually received things in the mail from eBay, packaged in bed pads and diapers and things like that, adult diapers and stuff. And it does add good cushion, but some people are very particular and they don't want that kind of stuff arriving at their house. So anyway, I try to stay, with just the paper and the bubble wraps and the peanuts. Then you get this little house. This is Japan. Woo! That's what you call a house in a tornado. Okay, so there is a little Japan house, and then this is like a horn. Now this one here is missing its top, but it has a little wire hanger to it. Oh, I appreciate that, Kels. Thank you. That's good to know. Yeah, I try to find as much as I can, but sometimes I have to go out and buy stuff because I want to make sure it gets to you guys safely. And then you get this horn, guys. And these are all glass. These are all glass ornaments. And they're all made from either Austria, Germany, and this is the only one here that's Japan. Little tiny Japan house. So there's two bells. You get the two bells. You get the two, I want to call them mandolins, but I don't think these are mandolins. I can't remember what they're called. Like the Renaissance age, they would play these. I just can't think of the name of it. Old dress patterns. Yeah, that's a great idea too. It's funny. I almost brought you guys some dress patterns out to sell from the 1940s. But the packages were so heavily torn. I was like, no, I can't do that. And they wanted way too much for them. So I was like, nah, I'm going to leave these here. So, and then you get these two little guys. So I don't know if we have anybody bidding on these, but I'm going to count them down anyway. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. I'm going to put my stop in here. And sorry if there is a lag. I'm trying to watch for the lag. All right, let me refresh because I just saw two pop in here. Boy, I'll tell you, Chris, come back. I want Chris here to help me. This is not easy. All right, so I'm going to, let's see, top chat and live chat. Refresh. All All right, it looks like I see Midway Rose Vintage that came in right before the stop at 16. All right. So Midway Rose at 15. No, 16, I'm sorry. All right. Okay, guys. Hopefully I can get myself in gear here. All right, next up we have, let me put my start in here. This is the one that's going to start at 18 doll hairs. And this is a Jeannette chip and dip. It's in perfect condition. There is no, how ironic, chip and dip. There is no chips on the chip and dip set. It's in perfect condition. Just has those little maker's marks here, and there's another one I think on the other side here. But it's it's crystal, and it cleaned up so beautifully. Yeah, it's a beautiful set. And this is made by Jeannette, probably in the 1930s, I would imagine. And it's clear. And this does unscrew. The top part like unscrews, and you can take the bottom part off, and then you can wash it that way. I would not recommend you put this ever in a dishwasher. Always hand wash, guys. You know, I'm a stickler for that. Anything that's vintage or antique, please be sure to always hand wash. Do not put these in the dishwasher. But this is a really nice set. And it's just, and it's, you know, it's classic for, I mean, I think it'll be classic forever. I mean, you can't, I mean, the way, just the looks of it, you can put it with traditional, contemporary. I mean, it's classic, you know? Your chips, dip, and done, you know? Really nice set. Really, really pretty. I don't even know if it was ever used. It's a really pretty set. And this is like, I don't think it's stainless steel or anything like that, but again, this stuff was not, you know, expensive stuff. This is stuff you would have found at like Woolworth's or at McCrory's, something like that. It wasn't anything high end. Made by the Jeannette company. Probably, like I said, probably from the 1930s, 40s. It's a nice set. So we'll count this down. I'm not sure if anybody's interested in this, but I figured with the holidays coming up, somebody might be interested. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, get your bids in now, don't wait, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, good. I'm just watching for my hands, my fingers down here. So hi Heidi. I see, hi Randy. So when I do my countdown, that's when I usually put in the stop when I see it, because there is a lag. So sorry about that, guys. The lags are always there to stay. So it looks like I only have one bid on that, and it looks like Valerie, let me just refresh live chat. Yeah, it looks like Valerie at 18, Valerie Beckage. Thank you, Valerie. You're going to really love that. That's really beautiful. Valerie, did you receive any of your items from last week? Hopefully everything arrived safely. Please, guys, let me know. Just shoot me an email. Everything came in fine. You're welcome. Congratulations on that. All right. Next up. Now, I asked you guys, I think I did a poll. I haven't checked the poll, actually, recently. But from the last time I checked, it was leading in the, oh, don't worry about anybody being late. You guys, I'm glad to have you. No one's ever late. You guys pop in whenever you want. Glad to have you. No problem at all. Anything that I've went over so far that hasn't sold, I'll go through it again at the end. So don't worry about it. And in case you guys don't know, it's just me tonight. Chris is not here. I'm doing this solo because he had a work conference to go to out in Nevada. So he is not here tonight. So I had done a poll and I had asked you guys if you were interested in LPs or records. Well, I pulled 3 records that I found some duplicates of that I already have copies of, and I figured I would bring them to you and I would give you a choice. So we're going to start these off. This is going to be choice, and these are each going to be $5. And so the way it'll work is whoever puts in, you know, their name, whoever's the first name gets choice of 1, 2, or all of them. And then the second person and third person and so on and so forth, whoever wants them. Okay? So I have the 3 records right here. And what I have is, first off, is my favorite album for Christmas. It's called The Sounds of Christmas. And this was made by Capitol Records. And these are some of the artists in the back. We know Bing Crosby and Joe Stafford, and I think that's is that Al Martino, Nat King Cole, Dinah Shore, and blanking on this one. Can't think of it, but can't think of his name. Let's see, Al Martino. Let me see. Somebody will probably say it. Did you grow up with this one, Lucille? I love this album so much, especially Nat King Cole's Caroling, Caroling, the first song. I would play this at my grandmother's house over and over and over again. I absolutely love it so much. Tennessee Ernie Ford. There you go. Just thought of it. Tennessee Ernie Ford is right here. That's Tennessee Ernie Ford, and that's Al Martino, I believe, if I'm right. Am I right, Joan? I think I'm right. I know all my old singers. But this is a great album. And it is in here. It doesn't have a sleeve, but I can put one in. And it's in phenomenal condition. There's no scratches on it at all. So it'll definitely play. There is one little tiny scratch here, but it's not very deep. And you know, honestly, the one I have, which was my grandmother's, has so many scratches and cricks and little chips and little pops and cracks. I absolutely love that. I don't know about you guys, but I love that. I don't like a record to play absolutely perfectly. You want to actually hear some of those crackles. I think it's great. So you get that one, or I also have a choice of The Little Drummer Boy, featuring Don Jantz and his 60-voice children's chorus. Anybody remember this one? It does. It adds ambiance. That's what makes them great to listen to, right? Oh, is it Perry Como? That's Perry Como? Get out. No, that is definitely not Perry Como. No, I believe that's Al Martino. No, that's Al Martino, yeah. No, Perry Como is not even in this whole album. No, that's Al Martino, and then Tennessee Ernie Ford. And of course, Joe Stafford. I love my Joe Stafford. Oh, love her. Okay, so anybody remember this when they were a child? I loved it. It was absolutely amazing. I remember listening. I remember sitting on the floor in my bedroom listening to this. The Drummer Boy, Santa Claus is coming to town, Up on the Housetop, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Parade of the Wooden Soldiers, Jingle Bells, Joy to the World, 12 Days of Christmas, I Saw Three Ships, Silent Night, Babes in Toyland, Deck the Halls, and We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Made by Design Records, and this one's also in fairly good shape too. So, I mean, they may be a little bit dusty, but I don't wash any of these or clean any of these. I don't know how to clean records. I don't dare. I have a cloth that I use, or not a cloth, but like a little, like this velvet, like little rub, like round thing that I use that I clean with. So, Did you have this little, yeah, Drummer Boy album? Yep. It was cute. I used to listen to it all the time. I remember sitting on my floor in my bedroom listening to it. So then there's that one. And then you also get Mantovani. Now Mantovani, this is a wonderful album. Just for background music, it's incredible. It's beautiful. And First Noel, Joy to the World, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, O Tannenbaum, Midnight Waltz, Nazareth, Little Town of Bethlehem, Holy Night, Des Fidelis, Skater's Waltz, White Christmas, Good King Wenceslas. Yeah, so you get a whole bunch on here. So you get all three of these records are available for $5 each. So whoever puts their name in there first, second, third, and you can get your choice of which ones you want. So we'll count these down. I'm going to put my stop in here. Your hubby has that one. He's Italian. I loved, my grandmother had this, and I used to listen to that all the time. She had one of those record players, and I actually was able to get one where you could stack them, and they just drop as one record finishes playing, the other one drops down. And I would stack all her Christmas records, and I would be decorating her Christmas tree and running around the house, putting up all kinds of wonderful things. Ah, incredible. Yeah, but this one is by far my favorite album for Christmas. This screams Christmas. When this starts playing, Christmas is here. So, all right, so we're going to put a stop in here, and we'll count these down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, so I see the stop in there now. So I don't know if anybody's bid. Let me just scroll up here and see if anybody's bid on any of these. Kells, it looks like you're the only one that bid on those. Do you want 1, 2, 3, or what would you like? If you just want one, that's fine. I can bring the other two back, or if you want two, I can bring the other one back. You gonna take all three? Okay, sounds great. Thanks, Kels. I appreciate it, honey. You're gonna love those. All right, thanks, Kels. Alrighty. All right. Next up, guys. Now, you would not think that... Actually, let me put my start in here before I start opening my yapper here. All right, so this one's going to start at $20. We got some depression glass here, guys, and this is in perfect condition. And this is also by Jeannette, another Jeannette. It's called Jeannette Floral. And Jeannette Floral was made, I think probably like the early 1930s. And the reason I'm bringing it to this kind of semi-Christmas sale is that it has poinsettias as its floral. They just called it floral, but this is poinsettias. So you can see the poinsettias on here and the leaves. There's another poinsettia flower. Isn't this beautiful? You know, in pink, like I said during my thrift haul, mix pink with some jadeite, mix pink with regular green. It's still Christmassy, you know? It's still pretty. You know, it's a gorgeous picture. There's absolutely no damage on it at all. Just that rough, you know, maker's mark where it came out of the mold. That's it. There's no chips or damage on this at all. There's some little bubbles in the glass up here. The handle is in perfect condition. There's no chips or cracks or anything on it. It is beautiful, guys. Isn't this nice? And as far as its height, it is about 7.5 inches tall. And at the top here, it is 5 inches. And it is beautiful. Yeah, I love it. Go with any, I mean, you can mix it with any pattern of pink glass that you have. Doesn't have to be just this pattern. But even if you just set your table with just regular, you know, your regular dishes, you know, perfect. Pretty with pink poinsettias. Exactly. Yeah. Meg, I'm not sure if you were the one that mentioned that, but exactly. Somebody had mentioned that in one of the comments when I had when I did my thrift haul, you know, put some pink poinsettia flowers in here. Can you imagine how pretty that would be? That'd be gorgeous. Yep. Pastel Christmas, right? Pink. Yeah, pinks and like that mint green, you know, which is like my favorite color. I love mint green. Perfect. Almost the color of my sweater. And I mean, that's Christmas. You know, it's on that red and green, you know, theme. And baby blue, yeah, baby blue is hot too this year. And I noticed even at CVS, they had a whole big section of white, blue, and mint green this year. So run to your nearest CVS and check it out, guys. Really nice. I was actually surprised to see it. They had like little like ceramic snowmen that are green, that mint green, the jadeite color. Really nice stuff. So the buyers got it right this year. Yep. This is in phenomenal condition. I love it. All right, guys. Well, we're going to count this down. Respite from wallpaper. You're wallpapering your kitchen, Bonnie? Oh, my goodness. Ah, that is quite the feat. Oh, Kells. Yeah. I'm not kidding you. You're going to be amazed. Go down the seasonal aisle. There's like a whole big, huge section with all like this white and the mint green and the, oh my gosh. Yes, really nice. Really, really nice. And if you have extra bucks, Mama T-Bird, do you actually have a pink artificial tree? We had a neighbor that had a pink tree in their house growing up. I remember that. And as a kid, I was like, that's weird, but it is so, now I look back and I'm like, that is the coolest thing ever. Yeah, that's a lot of work, Bonnie. Wow. Well, hopefully this will be a little break for you. Well, anyway, guys, I've chatted enough about it, so I'm going to count it down. I'm going to put my stop in here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and again, it has poinsettias on it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. You had a little pink tree in your bedroom? Yeah, it's so cool. The only thing I don't have, guys, is a silver tree. Someday. I've been looking, but you guys know how much those tinsel trees are. Oh, wow. Way out of my price range right now. So I don't think we have any bidders on that one. So that's going to be a pass, I think, right now. All right, so we're going to pass on that one right now. So we'll bring that back at the end. All right. And again, I mentioned it early in case anybody came in late. I do have a surprise at the end, a big, huge Christmas something or other. If you guys like blow molds, I do have something at the end. But if you guys have to go to bed or you're tired, you got to get up early in the morning, please let me know and I can just pop it in between. All right, so next up is not anything Christmassy, but you could use it for packaging a Christmas something or other. It's so cute, and I was tempted not to sell this because I really like this a lot, but you know what? The sale must go on. So this is a cute, and we're going to start, let me put a start in here. We're going to start this at $14, and this is a beautiful cedar box. And I know I was doing it on my thrift haul. I kept smelling it. It just smells so good. And it literally, you can smell that cedar. I love the smell of cedar. And yeah. Yeah, it's my dream. I know, it's my dream tree too. And you know what? My grandmother had one in her basement. And when I was younger, I would go down her basement and I would set it up. and it had three aluminum feet, and she had the color wheel, and I was obsessed with it. And it was down there and had the cardboard tubes. I would take them all out. It was brand new. I don't even think she ever used it. And she had a closet down in her basement. It was filled with vintage Christmas. Oh, guys, if you saw the vintage Christmas my grandmother had, oh, it still makes me tear up thinking about, you know, whatever happened to that. But incredible. And yeah, it was really great stuff. And I would put that together, and who knows what happened to it. So sad. Breaks my heart. Otherwise, I would have had one. But anyway, maybe someday. So it's a beautiful little cedar box. It has a couple of little like indentations on the top. It's in amazing condition. It's got two handles on either side. Little handles. It's got the little clasp in the front, and it does have an area where you can put a lock if you want to lock it. It does not come with a lock, but if you have one of those little mini locks, you can put one on it. And again, it does have that cedar smell to it. So if you have like, you know, maybe a special pair of gloves or stockings, or that you want to protect from, you know, moths or any little dudes. It almost looks like a little Art Deco design on the front. Take a look at the lock. Isn't that nice? It's very Art Deco-ish to me. The only issue on the bottom here, see that area right here? It has a little bit of tact to it. I know somebody had mentioned, you know, oh, try a little Dawn, try a little of that. I'm going to leave it up to whoever buys it to do that. I don't want to ruin it. The only thing I think I would personally do is maybe take some very fine sandpaper and sand the bottom of it. I don't know about putting any solution on this to get any of that off, but it must have been like some sort of a price tag of some sort. Has a little bit of tact to it, but not much. You had a friend with the color. Yeah, I know. Isn't it crazy? And I remember that color wheel, and they had one of those spotlights, but that thing would get so hot. Oh my goodness. A lot of those color wheels would melt because those things were so hot. That's why nowadays, guys, I'm going to reiterate what I tell everybody and what Scott on his channel tells everybody. Whenever you use vintage Christmas lighting, please, before you do anything, put it on a dimmer. They're easy to find. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them at IKEA. I have a couple that I picked up from IKEA, and they have a little toggle switch, and you just move it up and down, and it dims the lights. You can even get ones now that if you have a smart device in the house, like an Echo device or one of those Amazon devices, you can tell it dim the light to blah, 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 blah. Please do that with all of your Christmas bulbs. It actually extends the life, and it's not hot, and it doesn't melt anything on your tree, especially if you have one of those bottle brush trees. So I know I'm talking. See, I don't have Chris here to tell me, okay, we're counting it down. You know, he usually yells at me, but I start jibber-jabbering. I'm going to be jibber-jabbering here all night long with you guys, and it's already 9 o'clock. All right, so let's count this down if anybody's interested in this. It's a beautiful box. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. And I don't know if I have any bids on that. Oh, I do. I have Circle 7 Farms. Laura, thank you so much. And for 14. Thank you very much. You're going to love that. It's incredible. Oh, the smell inside is great. All right. Yes, Sylvia. Yes, the colors would definitely melt. Oh, it was so scary. All right, next item I have here, we're going to start at $8. And this is a handmade ceramic wreath. Now, before you bid on it, I want to show you one thing that I noticed, and I didn't realize it until I was looking at it. But it's a handmade wreath. Whoever had it hung it this way. That's wrong, because you could see the bow. So you probably already can see the issue. So it's a handmade ceramic piece, and when they made it, it looks like some of the green probably ran into the red and then they glazed it. So it's a little bit darker here. But you know what? You can always tie a real ribbon here to cover it up. But this is how it's supposed to hang, and it actually does have a little hole right up on top here where you can put a thread through it. I don't know if you can see the little hole? That's where you're supposed to hang it, because that's how the bow is. But somebody decided to hang it like that. I don't know. But if you want to hang it like that, go ahead. But it does have that little bit of runoff there from the paint. But it's a handmade piece, and it's pretty. You know? And it is ceramic. There's no damage around the edge at all. All these little points are all intact. And, of course, it does have that, that raw ceramic feeling in the back. Like a lot of people like nails on a chalkboard or like plastic rubbing together. Mine are 2 clay pots rubbing together. That's like my thing. I can't stand that. And even touching the ceramic like bothers me. But anyway, so there it is. Little Christmas ceramic wreath. Yep. It's cute. Maybe a child made it in ceramics or whatever, but it looks like some of the green got in it. But you know, hey, if you're a good ceramicist, I don't know, is that a name? Is that a word? But if somebody is good with ceramics, maybe you can fix that or touch it up. Like I said, tie a real bow on it. But it's still really cute if anybody's interested in this. It's a handmade thing. All right. Well, again, I'm not going to drag on, guys, because I got a lot to get to. So I'm going to count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Where's Toby? Oh, he is out like a light, guys. Okay, so I don't have anybody on that. All right. Next up, I have now this is not Pyrex. This is Fire King. And this is, the name of it is called Meadow Green. And it's a casserole. It's a 1.5 quart casserole. And you can see the Fire King on the bottom. And let me put the start in here. So we're going to start this at $14. Ooh. And it's a beautiful, I figured it was kind of Christmassy looking to me. I don't know, with the greens. Perfect for your Christmas table or whatever table, really. And it's in perfect condition. Not even any utensil marks in it at all. None. Beautiful. And like I said, it says Fire King on the bottom. There you can see I get a good Anchor Hocking Fire King. Made in the USA, 1.5 quart. Put your green bean casserole in that. My favorite. Make like a triple helping of green bean casserole and I could eat the whole thing. Yep. Love it. That's a beautiful piece. Looks like, and you can mix it with your Pyrex too. You know, so if you have Pyrex that has that, what is that one, that crazy daisy or whatever they call it with that pattern on it, you can match that with it because it's green. That would match perfectly. Fire King had to compete a little bit, you know, because Pyrex was pulling in the market on that stuff. But Fire King is good stuff and it can go in the oven. No problem at all. It's good stuff. Can't find it like this anymore. I know Chris was telling me it was a couple of years ago he bought a new Pyrex dish from one of the local department stores, and he was baking something in the oven, and just regular 350 degrees, and the thing exploded, and it was Pyrex, new Pyrex. Garbage. I told him, I said, you get as much of that glass as you can, carefully, put it in a box with your receipt, and bring it back to the department store and tell them you want your money back. That's horrible. I think he sent a nasty letter to the Pyrex company. Hi, Angela. Angela, are you really busy? Do you want to help me out? Because Chris isn't here tonight. I got to give you a moderator thing. Can you help me out? If you can. Otherwise, if you're busy, I don't know if you're at work or if you're tied up with something else right now, if you're just popping in to say hello. Would you be able to help me to call my starts and stops? Because I'm doing the solo tonight, and it's... I already had some issues earlier on. It's not easy doing this on your own. I'll tell ya. Wow. Now, I don't know how Dee does it, but boy. Woo! But let me know if you can. So I think we have one bid. I'm going to start counting it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. I've only ever had Pyrex break on me while heating it. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah, in the microwave especially, yeah. You know, especially the newer stuff. Even the older, I had, it was a white plate, and I think it was made by Federal Glass. It was just a plain white milk glass plate. And I had something on it, and it was a leftover that I gave to Chris, and I said, you know, here. And he put it in his microwave. And he didn't want to call me because he thought it was like this very special piece of mine, which I actually had a set of 4, but now I have a set of 3. And he's probably grinding his teeth now watching this video. But no, I didn't care. It's not a big deal. But it broke in the microwave. So like a lot of these older items, you can't put in the microwave either. Even though it's like Pyrex or Fire King, you can't put them in the microwave, or put them in the put them in the microwave. So let's see here. So Tina, I think Tina is the only bidder on that. So Tina Lane, you get that. Thank you very, very much. It is beautiful. Okay. All right, guys, let's see. Oh my goodness gracious, wait until you see this. Does anybody like fantastic or trash-tastic plastic? Fantastic plastic? How do you say that? I don't know. I know I think D coined that phrase. You ready for this thing? Look at this. So, let me put the start in here. You guys will not believe this. Now, some of you are going to be like, ugh, why would they do that? But let's take a look. So you got the candle. You got these apples, right? And they're all plastic, and they got that velvet coating on it. And I think some of them, I think all of them, well, just maybe like 1 or 2 have a little bit of a missing, but it's in pretty good condition for its age, you know. This is all plastic holly going all the way around. And it's got like a, if you take the candle out, it's got like, I don't think it's florist foam. It's some sort of like a goo, it's almost like Play-Doh or something. It's like green Play-Doh. And then, are you ready for this? You're not gonna believe this. Look what's underneath. Yep, depression glass, guys. They used a bread and butter Madrid, clear Madrid depression glass as its base. But I could not resist it. I mean, because so that just tells you, you know, somebody made this way back when. I know, I said the same thing when I ever saw it. I said, no! It's like those crazy things that are glued together. Yeah, it could be floral putty. Yeah. But you know what? It's cool. You got a cool conversation piece that you can show people. Say, hey, guess what? I have depression glass on this table and you can't see it until you do this. Without the candle lit, of course. But I know it is criminal. Isn't it horrible? But it's cute. I'm like, somebody's going to want that. I'm like, I was like, that's so cute. And this whole like holly wreath thing reminds me of like A Christmas Carol, you know, the second ghost that comes and he's got one of these things on his head. Doesn't he wear one of these things on his head with like icicles hanging from it? I don't know, that's what it reminded me of. But I saw that and I was like, it's cute. I mean, so obviously somebody made it, but you know, if you want to dismantle it, take it apart and use the and take the depression glass piece off the bottom of it, go for it. That's definitely florist clay down here holding it on. So if you tried hard enough, you can peel it right off. And they use some of that like brown moss in there. So very festive looking, and it's definitely old. It's probably from, I would think somebody probably made this in the 50s. And back then, depression glass, that was like, you know, paper plates to us. So that's why they used it. It wasn't made like yesterday, you know? This was made years ago. So I don't know how old the candle is. The candle doesn't look old, but anyway, and don't use a dripping candle either, because otherwise you ruin it. Or unless you have a little glass bobesh, you'd have to put that on the bottom, you know? So, because I mean, if this was anything from nowadays, I mean, you can't get these kind of things nowadays. I'm sure you can, but they're not old like this, and they have that smell. If you guys know what I'm talking about, that plastic smell, you know, definitely has it. So this is old. So I'm not sure if we have any interest, but I'll count it down. Let me put my stop in here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold or stop. I don't know if anybody bid on that, but in the 60s. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so this was probably made in the 50s or 60s, you know? Apples for decoration were really big in the 60s and 70s. Something from a craft book. Yeah, exactly, Frida. Hi, Frida. Oh, I just heard a sneeze. You guys want to take a little break and take a look at Tobes? Toby, come here. Come here, sweetheart. Come here, baby. You're going to show everybody your collar. Let me see if I can take the camera down, guys. Hold on. All right. And there's the Toby. Hi, guys. There's Toby, and he's got his new collar. Oh, you got woo-woos. Let me see your woo-woos. I call him woo-woos when his eyes tear. Yeah, say hello. Say hello. Yeah, I know. This is his new bandana for fall. Isn't that nice? We got that for him yesterday. Isn't that fancy? Toby, come here. Look up here. Hey, not on the floor. Hello. Yoo-hoo. Toby. He's being camera shy, guys. Oh. Who's that? Is that you? Say hello. Say hello to everybody. Yeah, everybody wants to see you. Yeah, everybody wants to say hello to you. Yeah. Such a good boy. So that's Toby, guys. Yeah, I know, he did. He just woke up from a little nap. Poor thing. He's such a sweetheart. Yes, I know. Yeah. Yeah. What are you panting for? It's not warm in here. I'm wearing a sweater. Yeah. But anyway. Yes, his little meatball nose, I know. It does that when they don't get enough sun. It actually will start to turn pink. So it loses the pigmentation in their nose, but it's cute, you know? Oh, I'm glad you guys like seeing him. Yes, he's a sweetheart. He's our baby. That's our Toby. Yeah, he was hiding. Yeah, he does. He hides. He's so silly. All right, guys. So I don't think we had any. Did I put a stop in it? I don't think we have anybody that wants that. Poor thing. I felt bad for it. That little depression glass plate. At first I saw that thing, and then I lifted it up and saw the depression glass plate, and I went, but then I was like, oh, felt bad for it. All right, anyway, enough of that. So some of you guys are probably waiting for this to appear. Let me just put a start in here. Now, this definitely is incredible. Scott had one of these on his show the other night, but what he did not have was some glasses to match. And I found 3 glasses. I actually found 5, but 2 of them had chips where you put your lips. And And Scott coined that phrase, and I like it. I always give credit where credit is due. He came up with that, and I love that. Don't buy anything that has chips where you put your lips. And this is really great. So it only has the 3 glasses. Now, what's strange about this is that, are you ready for this? Look at this. It glows like crazy. So you got a lot of uranium in this. Incredible, incredible. Look at the wheel cut flower. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that beautiful? I realized the other day, guys, that I say incredible way too many times. It's incredible. But when you're live on a thing like this, you know, you get, I think it's just your nerves just take over. I don't know. But I found myself, oh, we're taking a nap over here now. But yeah, so this glows, right? So I'm like, oh my gosh, so the glasses are gonna glow, right? The glasses don't glow, but it's the exact same pattern. So these were probably made at a later date, and this was made earlier. So this was probably made, I would guess, in the early 40s, because it has that beautiful glow. Now there's no chips or cracks on it, and yes, it has, this is that beautiful lid, and there is no chips or cracks in the lid. There's a bubble in the glass. Look at the bubble. I love that. I love when there's little bubbles in the glass. There is no chips or cracks or anything on this top at all. It's in perfect condition. And there it is, fits right in there. This is perfect. It has that rough, some of that scuffage on the bottom. So you can definitely tell it's an old piece. And it's beautiful. And as far as its height goes, it stands at, so it's about, see, about 7 3/4 inches tall to here. But if you want to go to the top of the, you're looking at almost 9 1/2, maybe 9 1/4 inches tall to the top of this. And this thing is absolutely beautiful. I know a lot of people are bidding on it on Scott's channel, and sadly weren't able to jump in at it on time. But it is really, really beautiful. Beautiful piece. And it's funny because, I don't know if you guys remember me saying the story, but he had it on his show. All I hear is our gangs saying, remarkable. I know, it's like, I don't know if it's like a nervous tick with me, Bonnie, or something. I'm always saying it's incredible. Everything's incredible. So he had it on his show, and I couldn't believe it. And I literally gasped, and I was like, I just saw that at the Goodwill sitting on the top shelf. This thing was covered in dust. And I think it had like a 1/2 inch of dust on it. And I picked it up, and I remember looking at it, and I was feeling it, and I'm like another picture, and I put it back. And then that night, Scott had it on his show, and I'm like, are you serious? What are the odds of that? And it was almost identical to this. I think his might have been a little bit bigger. I'm not sure, but it's really beautiful, guys. This is an incredible piece. And you get, for that price that I put in there, what I put in, $20, you're getting also the 3 glasses. So these are very, very old, guys. So all in the attic treasures, Marianne. Hi, Marianne. How are you? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, this is a beautiful piece, guys. So $20, you get this, which glows again. So if you guys have a glow cabinet or what, look at the glow on that. Isn't that incredible? And then you got the 3, you get the 3 glasses which match it. Isn't that beautiful? and it's wheel cut. Really, really pretty. So, and the glasses, let me measure the glasses for you guys so you know how tall those guys are. So these are about I would say about 3 3/4 tall, little juice glasses. Okay. Oh, and you know what? I just noticed one of them. Yeah, one of them has just very teeny tiny little flea bites on the top. I just noticed that now. Amazing what you notice when you're actually doing a live sale and you see all these lights on you. Yeah, there's some little tiny, flea bites, but that doesn't take away from it. It's smooth. It's not like sharp. And the other two I think are fine. I hope. No, they're all fine. But these don't glow, just the picture glows. But I couldn't believe I found those glasses like the next day when I went back there. All right, guys, so we're going to count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. No antique glass in the dishwasher. So it looks like I only have one bid on that, and that was for Sylvia Lee at $20. Sylvia Lee. Now, Sylvia, have you purchased from me before? I think you might have. Have you? If you haven't, I will put my email address up here for you. You might have, but my mind is a sieve. So, let me know. Otherwise, I'll put it in anyway. Oh, you did purchase from me. Okay, awesome. You have some lovely glasses. Awesome. Good. Great. Well, that's coming to you. That was quite a buy. You got a deal on that one. Good job. You're going to love that set. That is really, really, that picture is incredible. And it's very, very old. All right. Well, let's keep on a moving here, guys. I still got, let's see, well, it's a quarter after. No, we're doing okay. But if you guys want me to go back. All right. So let's see here. Life maybe can find the maker. Ugh. And dashes. Dots and dashes? Send me a picture of them, Marianne, and maybe I can help you. To my email address. See if you can snap a pic and email me a picture. I'll see if I can help you. All right, so this next item, guys, is going to start at a higher price because this is incredible. Look at this. This is Empoli. It's Italian glass. And it is green. It is forest green. Maybe a little bit more of a bluishy green than forest green, I guess you could say. But the color is incredible. Look at this. And there's no damage to this at all. I don't want to tilt it upside down because I think there might be a little bit of water still in it from when I washed it. Has a little bit of a swirl at the top. And this thing is 15.5 inches tall. It is incredible, guys. And it's Empoli. And it's beautiful. Yep. Incredible. It is, yes, it is stunning. It is amazing. I have never seen anything so beautiful. When I ever walked into the store and I saw this sitting up on the top of the shelf, it like towered over everything in the store, and I was like, how has nobody seen or grabbed that? I went running over to it and I was like, oh, it was beautiful. I was like, this is incredible. I knew right away, I'm like, that has to be Empoli. Sure enough, it is. Yep. Really beautiful. Doesn't have a cork or anything in it, but if you want to find an old cork, you can put an old cork in there. But isn't that beautiful, the shape of it? It's like an hourglass figure. Really beautiful. And look at how it catches the light. They do. They look like emeralds. They really, really do. I mean, they had the best glass. I mean, the most incredible glass. Look at that. Can you imagine this in a window when the sun's coming in? Holy cats. Or as I usually say, holy Christmas cats, which I don't know where I got that from, but. Yes, with peacock feathers. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Peacock feathers, or those, is it the cattails? You know, that grow on the side of the road, like they're like a light beige color, kind of feathery looking. Put some of those in here. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Beautiful, but perfect for Christmas too. I wonder if this came in red. Can you imagine if somebody had a red one and you had a red and a green one together? That'd be perfect. What a beautiful, beautiful vase. Heavy. And I've seen some, I looked some prices up online, and wow. People are crazy, some of the stuff they ask for. I'm like, you know, I mean, you know, people go on eBay and they're like, oh, it's going for over $100. No, you guys have to understand. I can go on eBay and list this for $3,000 if I want. That is not what the item is going for. You have to look at what's been sold. Whatever's been sold is what you go by. You have to filter it out by what's been sold. Anybody can ask anything on eBay, but I get people that say that to me all the time. Oh, there's one listed on eBay for $280. That's nice, but what sold recently? You have to remember that what's sold is completely different than what's being listed. So, but anyway, so I don't know if anybody's interested in this, but I'm going to put a stop in here and I'm going to count it down anyway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. That is incredible. All right. Oh, I have a bid come in there. Oh, Mark. Looks like, I think Mark got it. Let me just refresh to make sure here. I think it is. Mark, that is all yours, buddy. Thank you so much. You are going to love that. Wow. Thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate that. You are going to gasp when you unwrap that. Let me tell you. Sorry, guys. I just have an itchy nose because of Toby. I took an allergy pill, but it's not helping. Oh, well. Anyway. All right. What's next, guys? He's sleeping at my feet. He's so cute. If I don't wear my slippers, he'll sleep on my feet to keep my feet warm. He's so cute. Oh, the love of a dog, I'll tell you. Nothing compares. Okay. Oh. Did that wake you up? No. Did you hear that? We're grunting. We're grunting. Hello. Say hello to your fans. Say hello. He's looking at me for approval. Anyway. he gets up and he just grunts. I'm like, what is that? Does that all the time. All right, guys. So the next item I have here is going to start at 22. And this is incredible. Incredible. Oh, there's that word again. Remarkable. Make sure I get the right thing here. Dun, 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 dun. Yes. Okay. So look at this. Look at the shine on this. Yes, I polished it. Absolutely incredible. Oh, Joan, he gets more treats than he knows what to. Oh, I said the word. He gets more TREATS than you know what to do with. Let me tell you. Every time we go OUT and we come in, that's when he gets a TREAT. And his TREAT right now is celery because we are on a diet. He's on the other side of the table staring at me. So I have you guys as an audience and I have him as an audience right now. Yeah, he's on a celery diet right now. So he's got celery sticks in the fridge. Either that or carrots, but carrots have sugar in them, so they're fattening. So he is so cute. I wish I could turn the camera around, guys. He's got his head on the table and he is staring at the vase. See what I have to deal with here? The cutest thing in the world. Anyway, getting back to this. I know, yes, you're looking, I know, you're looking at Mark's vase. Yeah, that's going to Mark. Sorry, you can't have that. Can you see his reflection? Yeah, nope, there he goes. Yeah, you can see him right here. He is a riot. He's really a riot. He's so sweet. He's such a cutie. So anyway, did I even put a start in with this, guys? I'm telling you, boy, I'm losing it on this whole show here. I am not doing. Chris is probably going to laugh at me when he watches this. This is a mess here tonight. Sorry. So anyway, this thing here is W.M. Rogers. It's marked on the bottom. W.M. Yeah, I heard you. W.M. Rogers Company, silver. The bottom is very scratched, you can see, because it was heavily used. And what's inside? As I said on my preview, we had Scott going, hoo, 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 hoo. No, it's not an owl. You got some Pyrex inside. So there's your Pyrex. Yeah. So there's the Pyrex. And it's a good point that you pointed out that you could see a reflection. Look at how shiny this is. Is this not incredible? And I just used some simple silver polish. I use Wright's, W-R-I-G-H-T-S, Wright's silver polish. And I polished it. And look at how gorgeous this thing came out. Look at the edge on it. Can you imagine this on Thanksgiving? How elegant is that? Isn't this beautiful, guys? So pretty. I know you guys can see all my notes and everything here. It's reflecting so beautifully. It's incredible. Yep. I think, did I put a start in there already? I'm sorry. It's starting at 22. I'm sorry. Let me put it in there again. Start. So start 22. This is starting at 22. Okay. Yeah, it's really pretty. So you get the lid. I mean, it's got a good heft to it too. Ooh. As I break my water glass. So you got the Pyrex piece, which has absolutely no utensil marks in it at all. It has like a little straw mark on the bottom. And then you've got, I'm just trying to put this here. I'm trying to balance this without knocking into poor Toby here. I just want to show you guys the bottom part of it. So this is the inside. Look at this. Look at the shine on that. Is that incredible? Yeah. It's beautiful. I just love the edging on it. And it polished up so beautiful and easily too. And of course it's, it's silver plate, it's nothing fancy. But it looks fancy when it's on your table. You can see the scuff marks on the bottom. Okay. And it is marked on the bottom. Rogers. Let's see if we can get in on that. See it? Right here. Yeah, it's a beautiful piece, but I mean, the shine on it is just incredible. Look at that. It looks like real silver. It's incredible. They had it all taped up in bondage when I found it. You know how they do in Goodwill? You know, they like to wrap things up in bondage. And I'm like, oh, heck no. I am not taking that home and finding out whatever's in there is not supposed to be in there or is damaged. So fingernails come in handy to cut the tape, let me tell you. And I peeled it open, and lo and behold, tell us the measurements of the bowl inside. Oh, I'm sorry. So the bowl inside, I can tell you exactly what it is. It is 1.5 quarts, Mama T-Bird. Trademark Pyrex, made in USA, 023. But it's a 1.5 quart. And as far as its dimensions, I can measure it. Not in metric, Jeff. We got 7 inches inside, and then from handle to handle, 9.25 inches. And on the inside of the bowl itself, that it fits into, is about 8 inches in diameter. That open space inside the silver bowl. So, and it has this nice top on it too. Isn't that pretty? Almost looks like feathers. And it matches the edging. The edging almost look like feathers too. So, I hope that, did that help you at all, Mama T-Bird? Oh, you're welcome. Okay. So we'll count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold. Put that back over here. I'm going to put in my stop. That would help. Okay. All right. I don't think we had anybody on that. Let me scroll back up from that original 22. I don't think anybody put any bids on that. If I'm wrong, guys, stop me. But otherwise, nope. I don't see anybody on that one. So that's a pass. Okay, no problem. Next up, we have a vintage little lot that I have here. It's a Christmas lot. We're going to start. I think I might have to take a bathroom break for a second in a minute. I'm going to just put this up really quick. This is starting at, hold on, Toby. I think Toby wants to go OUT. Or he wants to go OUT so he can get a TREAT. That's what he likes to do. So we got this vintage tablecloth, guys. Now, I don't want to unwrap it. I don't know the measurements of it. I don't want to unwrap it because it's paper. So, but it is vintage. I would say this is probably from the 60s. It looks very 60s, 70s to me. So it's a paper tablecloth. And I would assume it goes, you know, all the way around. I don't want to pull the whole thing apart because I'll never get this back together again. But let me see. I can kind of measure it with my table. Let me see if I can measure it with my table, if it's longer than my table. Yeah, I think it would be longer than my kitchen table. And my kitchen table is about a 54 inch. So this is a pretty big tablecloth. And it's paper. So you get this. It's vintage, definitely. From probably the 60s or 70s. So let me try to refold this back. See, this is why I didn't want to do this, because I knew it'd screw this all up. Oh my gosh. Hold on, stand by. But it's just got these round circles. They look like plates. And they got holly. And the holly and the ivy. All right, so you get that, and you also get unopened, never used, from McCrory's. Anybody remember McCrory's? Tinsel garland. It's so beautiful, and it's very, very thin too. It's very delicate. You're fine. You were 5 hours here without going to the bathroom before. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. He just wants attention. So then you got this here. This is from McCrory's. Anybody remember McCrory's? I used to love going to McCrory's. Isn't that nice? McCrory's company. Count the fold, measure each fold, then measure the width of you. Measure the width of your want. Okay. Let me do that. All right, so each fold. Yeah, that was the thing, is it came in a plastic bag and it just says on it, paper tablecloth. And it was like, you know, from like whatever company, but the inside, the insert of the size and everything wasn't in there. So 8 inches. So 8 inches, you got one fold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. 13 times 8. Do your math. Get out your arithmetics. Personally, I have more problems than a math book. No, that's a great idea, Marianne. So there it is. 8 times, what did I say? 8 times 13? And then that's how long it is. And the width, I would imagine, is just standard size of a table. I don't know if I can measure that. I could try. I don't have any open flames here, do I? Could you imagine? While live on TV, he sets a paper tablecloth on fire. 12. 4. 4. 6. Oops. Oh, hold on. All right, so you got 12 times 4 plus 2 inches wide. Oh, this thing is all... Come on now. See, this is why I didn't want to unravel it. But again, it is paper too. It's not cloth. 104. There you go. Beautiful. All right, so for a big table. And you can always fold it, cut it, whatever. Some people like to use this for decoupage or whatever, you know. All right, by 50. So what is it? 104 by 50. There you go. Ding. All right. I don't know who made it. It says on here, on the plastic bag, kind of who made it, but I can't. It's torn. So it's Contex, maybe? Contex. I don't know if you guys can see. That was the maker, but it was torn. The bag was torn, so. Did that in his restaurant anniversary. Oh my gosh, Mama Teeper. Oh no. I'm gonna let you guys ponder over that. Give me a second. I'm gonna let the Tobes outside. Pause for just a moment, guys. Be right back. Come on, we're gonna go outside. Because you're not gonna leave me alone unless I let you out, right? Even though I know you don't have to go out, you just want a TREAT. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do your business. Stand by, guys. I'll be back. Intermission. Go grab yourself something from the kitchen. Go ahead. Go, go. We have to tell him go, go. That's his signal to go to the bathroom. Yes, I'm watching you if it makes you feel more comfortable. Go, go. He is such a ham. He's a riot, guys. I'll turn the camera so you guys can see my Thanksgiving things. I don't think you've seen all of them over there. There's that's an old one too, that pumpkin with the squash and the pheasant. And there's a turkey up on top. Are we done yet? Are we go? Oh, we're just going now. This is how long it takes him to go. And he's only a baby. He's only 8. Oh, here we come. You know what that means. T-R-E-A-T. Come on in, get your treat. Yeah. Well, it's not going to be a, whoops, not going to be a fancy treat, that's for sure. No, you're getting celery because we're on a diet, aren't we? Okay, yep, here's your celery stick. Everybody's going to hear you crunching away. Okay, all right, guys, I'm coming back. Here I come. Ugh. Sorry about that. That brief intermission. Sorry about that. He had to go. And I left the light on outside. My neighbors are going to think I'm crazy. What is he doing with his lights on? All right. So. All right. Oh my gosh. What a show tonight, guys. This is so discombobulated. Oh, thanks, Pamela. I appreciate it. Your dog won't go out in the rain or after the wick ride. This one won't go out in the rain either. He goes out as soon as he senses it's raining. He turns around and he looks at you because he wants you to grab an umbrella. And then you got to go out with him with a large umbrella, like a golf umbrella, so he can go. He doesn't like the rain. Hates it. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Joan. I appreciate it. It's not easy doing this on your own, let me tell you. I give credit to poor Dee. I don't know how Dee does this. Boy, I'll tell you. Wow. Where was I? Okay, so here we go. So $12, you get both. Not sure. Do we have any bids? Anybody see any bids come in? I don't know if we have any bids. But $12, you can get both. This has never been used from McCrory's, and the tablecloth, which I think we determined was 104, 105, something like that. All right. Well, we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay. All right, so that's a pass. No one wants that. Okay. So we can always bring it back if somebody wants it. Next up, I have 2. Let's start. These are very, very heavy. We're going to start these at 15 doll hairs. And you get 2 pieces. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Boy, I'll tell you, having to do this. Yes, my stress level is through the roof right now, though. All right. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. It means a lot, though. We're having fun, right? We're having fun. What the heck? I need a sip of water. He just had his celery. I'm having water. I'm telling you. All right. Okay, so, whoops. All right, so this is 15 doll hairs on this here. And I'll show you. Now, these are made by Syracuse China. And these are really pretty. So you have one dish that's like a square. And it's really pretty. Now, what does that remind you of around the edge? Does that not look like holly to you? It just, when I saw that, I was like, oh, look at the Christmas dish. But it's not. I think it's like a laurel pattern is what they called it. Now, this is like in the glaze. You can't get that. It's not a stain or anything. That's in the glaze. It looks like it's dirty, but you know me, guys. I wash this stuff like crazy, and that is in the glaze. It drives me crazy, but it's in the glaze. And there's no chips or cracks or anything on this at all. Not even any crazing. But there is a lot of utensil mark on it, so you can probably see it if I hold it a certain way. But you know what? That doesn't bother me at all. See that a little bit? You can see a little bit of the utensil marks on it. But it's cute. So the size of this, I'll give you the size. It's a tiny little tray. 9.5 inches by 6 inches. Okay, so that's one piece. You also get this oval piece, which I found separately. I was like, ooh, that matches the one that I have. And it is, it's heavy. It's heavy, Frida, definitely. This also has that under the glaze brown thing there. But that's, you know, it's restaurant wear. You know, it was made by Syracuse. Actually, I'll show you that. Hopefully you can see it. Syracuse China. So this is like a little oval dish, like a celery dish, or, you know, you can put whatever you want. And you put your canned cranberry in there, whatever you want. The only difference is I noticed that this one is a little more green than this one. See how this one's like a little bit more, almost like a beigeish green, but it has that same print. So here's Thanksgiving, right? And then you can move on to Christmas. That's all I can think of. So you get both pieces, and the size of this oval dish is about, oh, I would say about 10 and a little, like a hair more than 3/4. Like almost 11 inches. And then you got across, you got exactly 5 inches. So you get both pieces for $15 as a set. So if anybody's interested in these, the pattern green or tan. Well, Mama T-Bird, this one here, the square one, this one's more of a green pattern or color. And that's why it really made me think of holly, like the red and green. But they called it laurel, I think, the Syracuse company, the research that I did. Yeah, I'll do it next, Becky. And then this one is more of like a beige color, see? But it's the same pattern. And they called it laurel. So this was like a beigey color. But the patterns match, but the colors, but see, like at the end here, it might have just been faded. Because see how this has a little bit more of a green to it. But like I said, you know, this is Thanksgiving, and then the green one is for Christmas. I don't know. But it's good stuff because it's that heavy Syracuse China as restaurant wear. You know, it's really nice. I mean, I like it. So, all right. So if anybody's interested in those are $15 for both pieces, and we will count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And I forgot to close my blinds. My back neighbors are probably staring at me saying, what in the world is he doing, talking to himself, holding up all kinds of crazy items. There. Ah, all right. All right. Midway's laughing at me. That's okay. You guys can laugh. That's what I'm here for. All right, so I think that's a pass too because I didn't see anybody bid on those. So that's another pass. Okay, next I have a set of Christmas ribbons and accoutrements. All right, so let me see here. All right, so we're gonna start. At 13 doll hairs. Boy, I'll tell you, this night is a nightmare. All right. All right, so here we go. So I've got this set here. This is never been used. Still, it's original packaging. It's made in China, so it's not super old, but it's still vintagey. I would say probably late 70s, early 80s, maybe. That would be my guess. It doesn't have a barcode on it. This paper label here was from where it was sold. So the packaging itself never had a barcode on it. So I don't know if that's a way. It's 9 feet long, 9 feet of silver garland. It's not glass, I believe it's plastic. So you get that. These were never used. Yep, 9 feet. Okay. And then I found these incredible, do you remember these? My grandmother had white posts on the side of her house, and we would wrap these. These are ribbons, but they're plasticky ribbons. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 packages of them, and you would wrap them around those white columns around your house and make them look like a candy cane. Or if you wanted to, you know, use this as ribbon for a package, you could do that too. You could do all kinds of things. If you're a crafter, I'm sure you could come up with something. And they're like a, yeah, they're like it's this plastic ribbon made in USA. So these are not imported. These are made by Horizon Fabrics in Union, New Jersey. Now I think Mama T-Bird, I think you might even know what Horizon Fabrics was. I don't even know if they're still there. Union, New Jersey. I don't know where that is. Scott would probably know where Union, New Jersey is. Yeah, and this is plastic ribbon. So you get those, 4 of those. And then I found this just the other day. This is gorgeous. I would say this is probably from, oh, I would say maybe the mid to late 80s. Maybe even earlier, I don't know. 6 feet worth, 2 yards of this beautiful burgundy velvet ribbon, and it's definitely velvet. It's like an old car interior. You remember those old cars that had that beautiful velour interior? Oh yeah. So there it is. I just love the graphics. And you can use this even as a riser. You can take the plastic off and use it as a riser and put something cute on top, you know, as a display or whatever, you know. All kinds of things you can do with that. I just love the ribbon. It's actually pretty good quality too. And it was made by Commodore. Commodore Manufacturing in Brooklyn, New York. Made in USA. Decorations, gifts, or crafts. Really pretty. So you get all of that for one price. Whatever I said there, 13 doll hairs. So all of this stuff here, and you get it for 13 doll hairs. So if anybody crafts or does any sewing or whatever, here it is. And then these cool plastic. You never see these things around anymore. But I remember buying these with my grandmother. She'd wrap her white posts with these things. And she'd be trying to adhere the bottom. I don't even know how she did that. But they look like candy. They look like big candy canes, you know, on the side of her house. So anyway, we'll count these down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. And next I'll bring up that blow mold. Oh, how true, huh, Mama T-Bird? I know. There are plenty of amazing things. I remember going with my auntie to the garment district in New York City several years ago, and oh my gosh, it was so cool. There used to be a ribbon shop there. Oh, ribbons galore. I have a ribbon fetish. I have a couple of boxes upstairs filled with vintage ribbon. Beautiful stuff. And it's like, oh my gosh. So that's a pass. Okay, so somebody wants me to start this thing here. Oh boy. Wait, let's light it. Well, let's show you first. Okay, here it is. Here it is, guys. You ready? Now, this is not cheap. So let me tell you. Wow. I couldn't believe it myself. I actually paid up a little bit on this for myself. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna bring this to a sale. So we're gonna start this. At 40. All right. Now it does light up, and I have it plugged in here. Now, there's the bottom lit up. I'll shut the light off. All right, so there's the bottom lit up. Now what's cool about this is not only does it have a hole on the bottom for a light, it has one on the top, but it was missing. The top is missing, but you can buy one of those at any craft store, you know, Joann's or Michael's or whatever. And I think they even sell one that has two, like two plugs. You have one and two. But yeah, so the other would light up the top, see? So there's the top and there's the bottom lid. So, but right now it only has one bulb in it. Okay, and this is made by Union Plastics. No, I'm sorry, General Foam Plastics, Norfolk, Virginia. And it has a whole bunch of numbers. I don't know if that's important to anybody. If it is, I can read them off to you. But it's a fairly decent sized piece too. Let me measure it. 12. 15, 16, 17. It's about almost 18 inches tall. Actually 18, yeah, that's what I wrote down on my notes. And these are the Dickens carolers, they called them. So these are them. And they are incredible. I love them. I love blow molds. So here they are, guys. Like I said, it's just missing that one thing on the back, but these are not cheap, let me tell you. I had to pay up a little bit on this myself. So I figured I would bring it to you because I know some of you guys like blow molds, so not sure if you're interested in this. If you are, great. If not, that's fine. But it's beautiful. You just got to get another, like I said, another plug. If I find another plug, I'll just include it when I send it to you. I might have one around somewhere. I might have one down in the basement or up here. I have a thing with extension cords. I might have another plug. Then you'd have two plugs plugged in. But I think they make one with two things. Thought I saw that before. And it's a good solid plastic too. It's a heavy plastic. It's not that thin plastic from like the 50s, you know? It's beautiful though. They great. The image on them are great. And the paint on it is fantastic. Just in the back's a little bit worn here. There was a sticker there. A barcode of some sort. You can see where it says General Foam Plastics. Yep. She's got her arm around him and he's got his arm around both of them. Oh boy, look at that. Woo! Keeping each other warm. Singing a carol. Yep, they're really cool. As far as yeah, they are in great shape. A lot of times you see these, they're so faded, the faces are scratched, but the paint on the front is just incredible. Look at their faces, they're perfect. Trying not to knock anything over here. Really beautiful. Yep. All right, well, it looks like we have some bids, so we'll count this down, guys. Let me turn the light back on. Ooh. All right, and I just dimmed myself all the way down. All right, so here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay. Okay. All right. Ugh. I got dust on my screen here. All right, let me refresh, make sure we got live chat. Looks like I have Tina Lane for that one at 55. Thank you, Tina. That is incredible. And Tina, I think you know your Christmas. Okay. All right. Okay, that is beautiful. All right, it's almost 10 o'clock, guys. Do you want me to keep going? I have a couple more items here if you want me to keep going. I have some EAPG. I have some Fostoria. Yeah. Keep going. You guys good? Then I can do some show and tell if you want of some of the goodies that I bought at the craft fair yesterday. Anybody have a choice as to what you want me to show you? Either the Fostoria. I also have a CD set of Christmas songs, vintage Christmas songs, by a lot of old singers. A three CD set. Or I also have some beautiful 1890s EAPG. These are perfume decanters in the heck pattern. Fostoria Kells. These are incredible. All right. Okay, so these here, Fostoria is incredible. I know, I love Fostoria. So it's a set of 4. Let me just put my start in here. These are going to start at $20. And these are incredible. And yes, they glow. And I'll show you. So I have 4 of these. And these are like a laurel pattern, but they also called them holly. I don't know why they call them holly, so I've seen them listed twice. One is holly and the other as laurel. So they're laurel holly in clear. Now, the tops are nice, right? Look at the base. They look like Grecian columns. Oh, listen to that. Isn't that incredible? Oh, guys, this glass is absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Look at the bottoms. Isn't that nice? They are perfect. Aren't these pretty? So there's 2, and then I have 2 more right here. So you get 4 of these, set of 4. I wish they had more. I do have others that match that set, but they're not champagne coupes. They're goblets, and then there's some little tiny juice glasses that match the set. But I was going to bring that to another sale, maybe like next week. These are definitely cut. It's not just etched. These I believe are cut or pressed, if you want to call it pressed. But you can feel the groove in there. Yeah. Yeah, Fostoria is like, yeah. It's not like acid etched. This is really, really, really nice stuff. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to show you that it glows. These glow. So these were made, actually, before I show you that, they said that these were made, I think around 1942 is where I dated them when I looked these up. And I got that off of replacements because I didn't have a lot of time to do a lot of research, but you could see the glow on these. So these are definitely these are definitely older, as you can see the glow on these. Even better when the light's off. Not like it matters to a lot of people, but some people have some people have their little glow cabinets, and they want the glow. See how incredible that is? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So this is definitely old glass, guys. They are beautiful. And quite a ring. Of course, it's not, it's not crystal, but, they do make a nice little, perfect for toasting for the holidays. So you get 4 of these, and they are beautiful. Try to hold them all up. Here they are. Isn't that incredible? Nice, huh? They're so pretty. I love champagne coupes. I think they're great. I put my martinis in these. Aren't they stunning? I know, they're beautiful. The way they catch the light and everything. Look at the, I mean, look at that. They're like little columns, like Grecian columns. They're incredible. They're like 4-sided. They're so elegant. Oh, good night, Becky. Thank you for coming in. All right, so let's count these down, guys. 10, I'm going to use just 2, but there's 4. 10, 9, 8, 7. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate you telling me that. Thank you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold. Oh, there's my note. It said they made these from 1942 all the way to 1980. But because they glow, they're a lot earlier. They're the earlier portion. So that's why I'm saying 1940, probably 1940, 42, I would guess. Let me put my stop in there. Stop. Stop. All right. Okay. So let me stop. Let me refresh. I am a mess tonight, guys. I'll tell you. I worked all day today too in my other job, and then doing this tonight. Okay. So it looks like Trojan. I just seen. Were you in the Lurkers Lounge? Welcome in, Trojan. That's yours. Thank you so much. Oh, that's okay, Carrie. No problem. I can go through all the other things that didn't sell tonight in case you're interested. Thank you so much, Trojan. All right. Let me see here. Hold on. Oh, unlike Martha Stewart, I don't have staff to do all this stuff, right? All right. All right, so I do have that set of CDs, guys. These are vintage singers. We got Doris Day. Oh, look at Doris Day right on the front. Isn't she fabulous? She was my mother's idol. And these are 3 CDs. Look at all the songs. And it does have a crack in the case, but that doesn't have any effect. So we're going to start this at... let's see. We're going to start this at $12. If anybody's interested in this. And you get 3 CDs. There's, Volume 1, Essential Collection. And there's like a booklet here too. I wonder if there's some, you know what? I wonder if there's like lyrics and everything in here. I didn't even open the booklet or what this is. Oh, I think it just tells you the songs. So I'm not going to go through each one of these and tell you, but you've got Perry Como, Dinah Shore, Gene Autry, Frosty the Snowman. I'm sure Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer's on here too. More Perry Como, Patty Page, Mills Brothers, A Marshmallow World, Bing Crosby. The Little Christmas Tree by Nat King Cole. I love that song. It's so cute. The Christmas Alphabet, the McGuire Sisters. Remember them? Louis Armstrong. Is that you, Santa Claus? Let's start the new year bright. Or is it right? Bing Crosby. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of great singers on here, guys. Perry Como. Yeah, I love Perry Como, too. Yep. So, anyway, you get three CDs, $12. Volume 1, 2, and 3, the Essential Collection. So, if anybody is interested in those, there they are. I'll be home for Christmas. Trying to find a year on here. 2007. Original artist recordings. So there it is, guys. Yeah, this is incredible. Oh, Brahms' Lullaby, Nat King Cole. The more I look at this, it's incredible. Happy as Vera Lynn. Vera Lynn. Does anybody know Vera Lynn? Is anybody a fan of Disney? You go into the Tower of Terror. A lot of times you actually hear Vera Lynn singing. And they kind of make her voice sound a little spooky. Yeah. And God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. Perry Como, he sings, CHRISTMAS, what each letter stands for. I love that's a beautiful song too. Boogie Woogie Santa Claus, Patty Page. Yep. All right, guys. I don't know if we have, do we have any bids? Yep, looks like we have some bids. All right, so we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Which record company released it in what year? 2007, and it says, let's see, Dynamic. Dynamic Nostalgia. I'll hold it up for you. Oh, that's even better. Dynamic Nostalgia. Sorry about the crack on the case, guys. And no, I did not do that. That's how I found it. Yes, I can sometimes be a klutz, but not this time. But who cares if the case is cracked? Yep, no problem. Glad I can show you. So stop on that. Stop. Did I count it down? I don't even know if I counted it down. T-O-P. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right. It looks like oh, let me refresh. Another one just came in. Hold on. Oh my goodness here. Let me refresh. Refresh. Top chat. Live chat. Oh, Kells, you came in just a little too late. It looks like it's going to go to Midway Rose for 16. So that's going to go to Midway Rose for 16. Thank you, Midway Rose. And let's see here. All right, guys. EAPG. Anybody here like EAPG? Now these were made in 1890 or 1890 in the early 1890s. Trojan, I think you know your EAPG. You get 2 of them. We're going to start these off at $25. Okay. Now these were made by the Flint Glass Company of Findlay, Ohio, and they're perfume decanters, and they are made in the heck pattern, like heck, H-E-C-K. So the pattern heck is the bottom portion. Okay, this is the heck pattern, and the top is a bullseye pattern. See the bullseyes? So they were made anywhere from 1892 to 1893. Now, some of them, as far as any damage or anything, for their age, they're in phenomenal shape. The only damage I could find on these, let's see, this particular one, there's no issues on the bottom. I think it was just at the top. Yep, there's a little tiny flea bite right here. And there's a little tiny, just some roughness. It's not, I don't even think it's any like a chip or anything. It's just roughness. I mean, just for their shape, just if you guys know EAPG, usually you see these things and they're heavily chipped and broken. You know, they're in phenomenal condition. And oh yeah, by the way, they glow. Look at these. Look at the glow. So you can tell that these have uranium in them. So there they are. And they do have their pontils on the bottom. Isn't that beautiful? Aren't these gorgeous? And they are heavy. So you can fill them up with, you know, with that, whatever you want. You know what? I actually have one of these on my upstairs, on my in my bathroom, and I decant my scope into it. And it looks so nice on the, instead of having a bottle of scope sitting on your counter in your bathroom, decant stuff you use every day into it. Why not? Whether it's, you know, the Blue Mouth Wren's Crest or whatever, or scope. Of course, I love green, so I always choose the green scope. So, and how pretty these would be on a table, the way they catch the light. And like I said, they do glow. So if anybody has a glow cabinet, you know, they do glow. That beautiful, look at that color. Wow. Woo. Incredible. They're beautiful. Yeah, so one of them just has a few little, you know, like issue. Yeah, and like this one here has a little tiny nick here. But you know, these are old. We're talking 1893. Hello, you know? And they survived like this that long. So I don't know if anybody likes EAPG, but if you do, here they are. $25 for the set, guys. Beautiful. Mouthwash and a head vodka bottle. There you go. Yeah, it's fun to decant. I told you guys I decant my dish detergent into a bottle too. I learned that from Martha Stewart, and I just use it. Oh, here's somebody coming over here. I hope we're just getting a drink of water, a glass of water. He's very dignified. He'll sometimes grab a glass and drink a glass of water. Toby. No, he'll come over here, have a drink of water, and then expect me to let him OUT again. This is what we do all day long, you know? Yeah. It's like, no, I don't think so. You just came in. We're not going OUT again. So we have Phantom Canuck so far in at 25. And guys, these are very, very heavy. Let me measure them for you too. They are, how tall are these? So with the stopper, they're 7 inches tall. And just the bottle itself, they're about 4 3/4 inches tall. And for their age, they are, yeah, he knows how to get, that's exactly it, Frida. Yeah. If I ask to OUT, then I get a TREAT. Yeah. Well, we're laying down now. We're going to be cute now. We're laying down. Oh. So. All right, guys. Well, I'm not sure if anybody's interested in this. I thought I have more EAPG lovers in here than I do. I got 64 folks in here. I got 68 thumbs up, so I must have had more people in here. A bunch of people must have left, but anyway, they're missing out on some beautiful EAPG. Phantom Canuck's going to get a great deal on these guys. 1893. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Incredible, guys. Okay. All right, so let's see. Let me just refresh. Live chat, top chat. I'm glad they brought that top chat, live chat thing back so we can refresh now. Okay, so Phantom Canuck, you got it at $30. Connie, you came in just after the stop. I'm so sorry. So Phantom Canuck, you got both of those for $30. Wow, what a great deal. You and Eric are gonna love those. Is Eric still here? Did he see those? Now, Phantom, do I have your info or is it the same as Eric's? I'm not sure if you guys have the same address or do you have a different address? If I don't have your info, if you can do me a favor and just send me an email. I'll put my email in here. It is the same? Okay. All right. Sounds good. PayPal, Eric. Okay. All right. Sounds good. So, Eric. All right. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. You're going to love those. They are phenomenal. All right, guys. The only other thing I had was something, it's vintage Christmas, but it's missing a piece. And I bought this myself because I loved the graphics on this, but it's missing something. Look at the graphics on this. How cool is this? I want to show you this before I do any offering or anything like this, if anybody is interested in this at all. See this part right here? This little red, the little red part with the ruffle that the little silver screws screw into to hold the tree. That's what's missing. And I didn't even think to open this up when I bought it. I just was so I was just so into the packaging. I just couldn't believe the packaging. I was like, wow, made to last for many years, easily assembled, no tools required. But how about when you have all the pieces? For safety, keep tree green, keep water container filled. Holds trees up to 3/4 inches. So if anybody has one of these, you know, and the rest of it's getting kind of, well, the inside of this, I mean, I'll show you the pieces that are in here. So you still got, you got the little doohickeys still in there. It looks like the original container. Actually, no, it's not. It says Easy Dose. It's like one of those current pharmacy things. So, but I don't think it was ever used. I don't know. It's still nice and shiny. So anyway, you get the screws. You get the legs. The legs are in here. The only thing that's missing. Oh, we're whining now over there. We're probably, I think we're getting a little bit irritated because nobody's paying attention to them. And then they zip tied the legs together. So, I don't know. I was really upset because I really needed a new tree stand for one of my trees, my mom's old bottle brush Mountain King. And then I got home and I opened it up and discovered that it didn't have that. So I said, well, you know what? I'll mention it to the folks in my channel. And if somebody likes just the graphics of it or whatever, you know, if anybody's interested in it, let me know. Otherwise, I'm not even going to bother offering it up. But your mother had the same one. Yup. It is. It's in great shape. It's just missing the ruffled top, the most important part. You can't even put it together. I was so upset. I'm like, are you kidding me? Oh, that's just my luck. All right, guys. Well, that is it. I don't have anything else here unless you guys want me to go back. If anybody popped in here after the start of the show and you guys want me to go back and just quickly go through some of the items that did not sell, I will do that. Let me know what you guys are up to. I know, again, I know it's a Sunday, so Kathy wants me to go back. Okay, all right, I'll go back. I don't mind. I'm off tomorrow, guys, so I can stay up all night. Yay! I love it when I'm off from my regular job. I'll still be doing this job, but I'll be off from my other job. All right, guys. All right, let me go backwards here. Hold on. I gotta get all my notes back in order here. All right, so just quickly go back through these because I just don't want to keep you guys up all night long. I know some people work. All right, so let's see what passed here. All right, so we have this beautiful pink Jeannette. Absolutely no damage. It's the floral pattern. It has the poinsettias on it. Beautiful depression glass from the 1940s. It's a nice poinsettia pitcher. Can't remember how tall it was that I said it was. 7.5 inches tall. Beautiful. No damage to this at all. Just some bubbles in the glass when it was made, which makes it even more special. And it has the beautiful poinsettia leaves, and there's the poinsettia. Actually, somebody told me that even the flowers themselves are considered the leaves. I'm not a horticulturist. I have no idea. But anyway, this is starting at $20. So if somebody's interested in this, I'm going to put this in. Hold on, let me put the start in here. All right, so if anybody wants, if anybody's interested in this, this is going to be $20. Mary Ann, you're okay. Shh, I won't say. All right, and it even has the print on the base too. Look at that. Look at the condition it's in, guys. Isn't that amazing? I don't think this was ever used. Beautiful. Imagine your holiday punch in that, like a nice red holiday punch with some oranges floating on top on the center of your table. And like I said, match this with some light green. If you guys have a collection of jadeite, put in some pink depression glass with it. Beautiful. Those pastels, I'm telling you, I love it. All right, well, I'll count this down in case somebody's interested because I got other things here too. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Good night, Tina. Thank you for coming in. And thank you for your purchases. I appreciate it. The sound of the tinkle on the glass, yeah. Some people don't like that. I'll get yelled at. Like when you cling two glasses together. They're like, don't cling glasses together. How do you make a toast? You cling glasses together. Hello, right? There you go. So there's that. I think, and that's I'm going to put the stop in because I don't think we had anybody on that. Nope, nobody was interested in that. Okay, so that's a pass on that. Again, and we're going to go to, oh yeah, and I had this little small ceramic wreath, this poor little thing. This is handmade, but when they made it, some of the green rubbed down, it ran down onto the bow. They had it hanging like this, which is upside down. It's not supposed to hang like that. It's supposed to hang like that because it has a hole up on top. See the little hole? And that's where you hang it. It's a ceramic piece somebody made, and then it got fired in a kiln, you know. So it's a cute little ceramic wreath piece. It's cute, you know. You can always hang a real ribbon over it to cover that up if you don't like that, but that wouldn't bother me. But we're gonna start. This was $8. So I don't know if anybody's interested in that. I'll put that in here. So this is for the wreath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Toby's snoring. I'm telling you. 1 minute he's drinking water, the next minute he's snoring. Okay, so pass on that again. All right, let's see here. There was that vintage Christmas centerpiece that somebody has made. This I had, let's see, 15 on. So this is for this. It's with that, what do they call it? Trash-tastic plastic, and the plastic apples with the velvet on it. And it's got some foam down in the bottom that hold the candle. Like it's almost like a goo. And the bottom, if you guys haven't seen it already, in case you're just tuning in, somebody used a depression glass plate. Now, was this made last week or last year? No, I don't think anybody in their right mind would use a depression glass plate. Although I have, well, we all know that people do that. They repurpose it and try to improve it. But this, I think, was made in probably the 50s or 60s. So back then, this plate, they probably had a whole collection of the clear Madrid depression glass, and they used that as the base. So when I flipped it upside down and saw that, I was like, oh, wow. I was kind of mad at first, and then I was like, oh, but it is kind of charming, you know? So, and it's definitely vintagey looking, that plasticky, you know? So if anybody's interested in that, I have this. So we'll count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. My allergies are really starting. Boy, that thing is like shedding all over my table here. That there's like a moss on it. All right. Okay, this one here, we were starting at $22, and this is gorgeous. This is a serving piece. Again, look at the shine on this. This has a beautiful shine to it. Look at the top, look at the lid. And it was definitely used because the bottom has that, you know, the wear on the bottom. See the wear on the bottom? It was definitely used. And it has the Pyrex insert. And this definitely was not used. There's no scratches on it at all. No utensil marks that I can see. No, just from like other things being stacked on it. So. And it says Pyrex on it, and it's a, what did I say? It was 1.5 quart, and it fits right inside here. And look at how beautiful the inside of that is. Isn't that incredible? I know I use that word a lot, guys. I don't know why. It's a habit. I got to get out of that habit. I got to come up with a new word. Isn't that remarkable? It is beautiful, though. It's a nice piece. And the silver plate is W.M. Rogers. Beautiful. So there's that set. Isn't that pretty? I mean, I can't believe the shine. I did polish it, so, because it did have a little, all these little grooves here around the edge, that pie crust edge, that had a lot of tarnish on it. So I was able to polish that up really well. And it came out really nice, obviously, as you can see. Imagine that on your table with your green bean casserole in it. Yep. So we'll count that down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Right? Exactly. Beautiful on a Christmas table. Okay, no bids on that. Okay, all right, so pass on that. Then I had a little set of Christmas garland and a tablecloth. It's paper tablecloth, vintage paper tablecloth, and some vintage ribbon from McCrory's. Isn't that cool? Never used. It was originally $1.69. Look at that. So you get both of these pieces together, and these were a start of $12. Really nice. And this was like, I think, what did we say? This was 108. It's like for a long table when it unfolds. Because I think it has 13 folds, and each fold is 12 inches. So, and then it was about 50, I think we said it was 50 inches across. So, but if you craft, you know, you can always, you know, if you decoupage and you want to use these little circles for something, you know. But it's definitely an old piece. I don't know if that... Yeah, 104 by 50. Thank you. Thank you for putting those in, guys. Yeah, no, it doesn't have any smell to it. Sometimes you only have that musty smell, but no. And it's still nice and white, too. So, yep. Thank you, Midway Rose. Thank you, Frida. I appreciate that, hon. Thank you, guys. All right, so there's that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay. All right, and then I had, oh, these two dishes here from Syracuse China. They're very, very heavy. These have a laurel pattern on them. These are probably restaurant ware, I'm guessing. So one's oval and one's square. We were starting these at, what did I say? $15 for the, and that's for the whole, for both of them together. Set is start 15. All right. So you get both of these. They're very heavy China. Great serving pieces. They do have, it's like a laurel pattern. To me, this one looks like holly. And that brown is in the glaze. It is not dirty. These are very, very clean. I cleaned these. They do have some makers things, you know, when they're drying and they're going along the conveyor belt, they're kind of suspended on these big metal sticks or rods to hold them up as they're getting glazed. So that's what those marks are. If you ever see those on your china, that's what those are. So yeah, so that's why you see one there and you see one here and you'll see another one right here. So this one had 3 little rods holding it up as it was getting glazed. That's what those are, in case you didn't know. So let's see. This one here has like the same laurel pattern, but see how it's like a light brown, but it had some green. So I don't know if it got faded or what. But I was just saying, you know, I use the brownish colored one for Thanksgiving and use the greenish colored one for Christmas. But great for serving stuff, you know, and it's restaurant ware, so it's heavy stuff, you know. So we'll count these down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And then I had, I think that was it, wasn't it? Oh yeah, I had a set of ribbons and beads here, these plastic ribbons. There's a set of 4 of these guys. There's 4 of they're vintage plastic ribbons you can use like for outside decorating. This velvet ribbon here, probably from like the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. Beautiful burgundy velvet ribbon. And then you get these beads here, which are plastic. 9, was it 9 feet? Yeah, 9 feet. Never used. Silver beads. And so if anybody's interested in those were $13 for all of that together. If anybody's interested in those, here we are. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, guys, I think that was it. Just checking. Hold on. Yeah, that was it. That's all I got, guys. So if anybody wants, does anybody want to see what I picked up at the Christmas fair yesterday? Let me know. And otherwise, I'll let you guys go. I got these two cute little things that I picked up at the Christmas fair yesterday. I loved. I was like, oh, I have to grab those. Thank you all for your bids. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you all for hanging in. There's 45 of you guys still hanging in here with me. And I appreciate you guys visiting with me. It's a lot of fun. And again, thank you all for your bids, those that you bid. Thanks, Kels. I appreciate you, honey. But yeah, let me show you what I bought. So There's this one booth, this lady does it every year. She makes all different kinds of like little snowmen things. And this little guy, look at him. He's all felt. Isn't he cute? He's got his little satin ball. Originally, the one I picked had a little white ornament. And this one here, I was like, you know, he was sitting like kind of when I was checking out, I saw him sitting up on the shelf and I was like, oh, he's just like the other one. I was like, you know what? The other one was all white. You know, he had a white thing. And I was like, oh, this is actually cuter. Are you going to auction him off? Oh no, Kathy, I love him too much. I can't. Maybe once I enjoy him for a little bit, maybe in January, maybe a January sale after I enjoy him for a little bit for Christmas. Maybe I'll do that, but we'll see. He is really, I just fell in love with him. I just loved him so much. Is he not adorable? But you know what I might do next Christmas? They had the sale, they had the Christmas sale. They call it the Deerfield Sampler. And they have it every year. Actually, they have it 3 times a year. They have the spring sampler, the fall sampler, and the Christmas sampler. And this is obviously, this lady, she only makes these for the Christmas sampler. So maybe next year when I go, I'll pick up several of these and sell them. I always think you guys just want, you know, old items. So that's why I always try to bring you old stuff, you know. But if you guys, you know, like things like this, you know, I'll find nice, cute, pretty little things, you know. I'll bring them to you. But some people get bored with that and they're like, oh, I can pick that up at my local church bazaar, you know? So, but isn't he cute? I thought he was cute. Adorable. Yeah, I know. Isn't he? I know. He's just so adorable. And I don't know why. It reminds me of my mom because my mom loved to wear, like if she dressed up and went anywhere, she would wear pearl earrings. So it just reminded me of her. And then red was her favorite color. So it kind of, and when I put him on display, I'm probably going to put him next to my mom's picture. So, did I ever show you guys a picture of my mom? Would you guys like to see a picture of what my mom looked like? It's a beautiful picture of her. It's actually her engagement photo before she was married. And I think it was 1963. Would you like to see a picture of her? It's really beautiful. She reminds me of Lucille Ball. Excuse me, Toby. Sorry, sweetheart. I know you're sleeping. Yep, I know. Scott's always showing pictures of his family, so I figure, you know. So this was my mom, guys. This is Marcia. She was so beautiful. That is Marcia. Yep. I miss her a lot. She was beautiful. Yep. I miss her a lot. But she always watches over me. Yep. So, that was my mom. Yep. So, sorry. Anyway, and I just lost Dad in June, so, you know. This was the other guy I got yesterday. Look at him. And he's got a little, can you hear the bell? Like a little bell on the bottom. Thank you. Thank you, Kathy. She is. She's always around me, Frida. I feel her around me constantly. She sends me messages all day long. Yep. Yep. So isn't he cool? He's a spring springle. I can't remember what they called him, but I thought he was neat. So I picked him up too. And then the other thing I bought is there was a lady, she's from Connecticut and she has a little farm and she makes pies and cookies and cakes and stuff like that. You are too, Frida. I know it sucks. That's what makes the holidays so hard for us guys, you know, and I think that's, you know, that's why you know, that's one of the reasons why I do this channel, and I know Scott's doing the same thing as well. We really want to reach out and help all of you guys and keep you guys company, because there's a lot of us out there that are lonely, you know, that don't have anybody. So even though I'm not doing my sale anymore right now, I'm glad to just sit here and just chat with you and talk with you. And Bonnie, you lost both of your parents. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's nice to see them in our dreams, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I started this channel because, you know, I went through a very, very dark period several years ago. And I, right around COVID, and I think a lot of us did. And I discovered Scott's channel, Old Curiosity Shop. And I started watching his videos, and it just really, like, I'm sure most of you know, his humor is just incredible, you know? So, I mean, he would always make me laugh. I would look forward coming home from work after the job that I do. As most of you know, I'm a pharmacist, but it's not as glorified as you think it is. It's a very stressful thing. And so, you know, I would so look forward to coming home and just putting on Scott's channel, making a pot of coffee and watching him, and just going. So I started from the beginning and I watched him all the way to the current. Some shows I watched over and over and over again because he was just so funny, and he brought such beautiful things. And I just to see the things that he brought to everybody, um, you know, just I was like, wow, my God, I love that stuff. Oh my gosh, I love that. And I realized how much we had in common. So, you know, we became really good friends. Oh, you were a pharmacy, you were a pharmacy tech, Sylvia, so you know. Um, yeah, so I mean, you know, yeah, it's a lot to lug, you know, it is a lot to lug, you know, Frida, you know. And yeah, I thanks, Briar. Um, you know, it was hard to deal, but Scott's humor, and you know, just looking forward to seeing his show every day when I came home from work, it really pulled me out of a slump. It got me to start decorating again. It got me to start going to the antique shops again. It got me to um, just appreciate things again, life again. And it kind of gave me hope. And it really, and I've told him that, you know, he's a very modest guy. I love him dearly. I love him so. I'm sure he's probably watching this on rerun. Um, but he's a very important person in my life, and he's just a great guy, and I'm glad to call him my friend. Um, so yeah, um, but yeah, I mean that I love doing these shows because, you know, we can joke about stuff. And Frida. He did. He made me drag that thing up his back stairs. They're not. They were like literally. I have to actually say no. I think that's like maybe like 3 or 4 stairs, and we just carried it. I had the top part and he had the bottom, and he had more of the heft than I did, and we brought it into his kitchen. But we made humor out of it, and that's what we do. You know, we pick on each other, and that's just our humor, as you guys know. And so yeah, he's a lot of fun. I hope to go down and visit him hopefully next month in December before Christmas. I'd like to get down there at some point. Maybe we could do another baking video. I'd love to do that. I keep telling him, don't be doing any baking videos. Wait till I get there. So that'd be fun to do. And it's fun to go down there because when I went down there to see him, I stayed in Philadelphia, and of course he lives over the river in New Jersey. So you know, we would we'd meet up and, you know, throughout the day, and we'd go thrifting and, you know, antiquing and that sort of thing. And he's just such a great host. You know, he just really showed me around town and stuff. And what's great about Philadelphia in the winter is around City Hall, they have set up a Kringle market. And it's like a German market. So they have an ice skating rink set up. They have a lot of ice skaters. You know, you can ice skate. They have like a food area where they're selling all kinds of like some of the German foods. There's another booth that's doing like different German beers. And then they have that Kringle market where they're selling all these beautiful ornaments, German ornaments, and things like that. It was incredible. And I said, I have got to bring Chris, because Chris is half German and half Polish, and he loves German food. And except for cabbage. Somebody who's half Polish and half German, and he hates cabbage. He's gonna kill me when he sees this video. But anyway, I'm giving away all of his secrets. Yeah, I really would love to take him down there. So that's why I might try to plan a trip. I know. Oh, there he is. Speak of the devil. Look at him tuning in. Where were you earlier? I needed your help. Yes, look at Kels is saying hi to you. Oh, our little snowy owl Kels. Yep. Oh, Kels, I got to show you something in a second. Yeah, see, Chris was lurking. But I want to bring Chris down there and see that village. It's absolutely incredible. It's really cool, guys. So if you guys ever get down there, yes, Polish food is my favorite. I was brought up on gołąbkis and pierogis and kapusta and borscht and oh yeah, and chruściki. Anybody knows chruściki? Yeah. And those are all the Polish names for it. The chruściki is the like the Italian bow ties, you know, the thin, very delicate dough that are dusted in powdered sugar. And I remember I had a little Italian lady that lived down the street from me, and she would make them around Christmas, and she would tie them in the typical Italian way, and she would dust them. You know, they were fried in fat. And then they're dusted with powdered sugar. Chris actually makes them too. He does them with the iron, the Italian way. Oh, they are so good. She used to call them liar cookies. And I would say, why are you calling them liar cookies? Well, if you're eating something with a whole bunch of powdered sugar on it and you bite into it, what happens? It's all over you. So, you know, Grandma walks in the kitchen and says, what are you doing? Nothing. You're a liar. You got powdered sugar all over you. So that's why she called them liar cookies. So I always got a kick out of that. Little Josephine, she was a sweetheart. I'm making you hungry. I know I didn't have much for dinner tonight myself. I only had a tuna fish sandwich, but your grandma always made stuffed cabbage. Oh yeah, gołąbkis. Oh yeah, gołąbkis are my favorite. Chris's mom makes gołąbkis the best. Oh yes, plenty of oil, grease. Yeah, burn. Yeah, I know. Those are all out of work, but Chris makes those. Yep. French Canadian from Massachusetts. Always had Polish caterers every occasion. Oh yes, yum. Oh, Bonnie, my other favorite is yes, Mama Tiva. Yes, gołąbkis. Yes, stuffed cabbage. Yeah, like I said, Chris's mom makes the best stuffed cabbage. They're about 99.9% as close to my grandma's as can be. I love Chris's mom's gołąbkis so much. Talk about comfort food. It's the best. But I was going to tell Bonnie French meat pies. I love French meat pie. That's another one of my favorites too. But Kels, hold on. If you're still there, I want to show you something that I got yesterday too. So Chris's mom surprised me, and got me that. Isn't that adorable? It's an ornament, but I think I'm going to take the ribbon off and I'm going to put it on a little tiny stand. Look at how beautiful the frame is. Isn't that neat? Little snowy owl. There's snowies. Isn't that pretty, Briar? I just fell in love with that. She saw my eyes glow and then she surprised me with it. Yep. Yep. Is that what they call it in Canada? Is it how do you say it? Tourtière? Is it tourtière? I believe that's how you say it. Tourtière. That's my high school. That's my high school French coming out. It's been so long. Chris is like, we're gonna go to France someday, and you're gonna speak French, and you're gonna, you know. I'm like, oh yeah, I better get the Rosetta Stone going. Yep. Yeah, the frame, all of it. Isn't it great, Kels? I knew you would love that. Yep. It's our little snowy owl. So cute. The frame was just so pretty. I was like, wow, that's so beautiful. She saw how much I loved it, so she surprised me. She's a sweetheart. Yep. So that's that. Tourtière. Yep. So other than that, guys, I don't know. I don't have anything else to really talk about, unless you guys have anything you want me to talk about. Your meme was amazing. Grandmamere. 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 Just like in Polish, my babci. When is the next show? Well, next Sunday, I'm hoping next Sunday. Next Sunday I'm off, but I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So, you know what the days after the shows are? That would be me packing and invoicing. So it's going to be very hard for me to do. And then you guys know what that Thursday is, Thanksgiving. And Meme and Pepe, yep. Yep. I never met my grandpas, but Daddy's, what am I called? Granny from Arkansas. Ozarks, yeah. Yes, packing days, Kels. Packing and invoicing. OMG. It's a lot of work, guys. It really is. Like Scott tells you guys all the time, I'm a one-man show, just like him. I do all this on my own, outside of my other job. So it's, you know, gathering the packing materials and then packing it all and trying and stressing out, making sure that this beautiful stuff does not get broken. Oh my gosh. I just stress and I try to pack it as best I can. And then sometimes I'll unpack it and I'm like, no, I can't do that. I got to go run out and I got to go get more. I got to get more bubble wrap, or I got to, oh my gosh, I have to run out and I have to get more popcorn peanuts. And yeah, so I'm sorry. I know some of you guys do not like popcorn. Yes, the molasses cookie. Hermits. Yes, I'm going to make the hermits. Yeah. Yeah, we might have to do December 1st, might be the next show, because I think next week might be a little bit tight with the holiday coming up. So, but it's the next day after Thanksgiving while you hide from the crazy people. Out on the roads, exactly. Oh my gosh. I know. I do not do Black Friday. Oh no. Any of my shopping gets done through Amazon. All of my stuff gets delivered to the house. And as I told Chris this year, it is going to be gift cards and greeting cards, and that's it. Just little tiny things. That's it. Like 2 little things. And I don't want to, you know. We had quite a year, and I don't want to get into it, but it's yeah, it's been a very rough year for both Chris, myself, and his mom. So, yeah. So anyway, guys, I know, right? It just like vanished, Kels. Like, what in the world? Yeah, those molasses cookies. Oh, you have your Pepe's mother's recipe for molasses cookies? Oh, wow. Scott loves molasses and spicy stuff too. I do too. So that's the one thing. I remember when I went down there and I made him those hermits. He loved those. So I've got to make those again and show you guys how those are. A lot of you guys don't even know what hermits are. It's a New England thing. You know, they're just like very soft molasses cookies basically, but they're cut in like little bars, and they have like either a glaze, or some people just put granulated sugar on the top, and there's raisins in them. Some people put that candied fruit in there, like the orange or the lemon or lime or whatever, those little colored. I don't do that. I can't stand those things. Citron, I think it's citron is what it's called. But I don't do that. I just put raisins, and then I asked Scott, I said, do you like nuts? He's like, yes, put nuts in there. So I usually don't, but I put chopped nuts in there, and they came out so good. He loved them. So I'm going to try making those. And then I bought a Stollen the other day. Did you guys ever have a Stollen from Germany? It's like I went to Aldi. Aldi. I'm always in Aldi. I love Aldi. I'm sure you guys know what Aldi is. So I went into Aldi the other day. I had 3 different kinds of German Stollen. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but it's owned by a German company. Mosquito repellent. The Stollen is a mosquito repellent? I hope not. Otherwise, I'm going to carry a Stollen under each arm in the summertime as I walk around the yard. It's really good. It has currants and raisins and almonds in it. Did you, Kels? Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Which one did you get? They had I think it was a cherry. There was, the one I bought is almond, and then they had a marzipan one. The citron? Really? I'll make a necklace of citron around, and I'll just wear it around my neck when I'm outside gardening. I can't wait to hear what Kels bought. Kels, which one did you get? There's a chocolate one? Oh my gosh, Kathy, yum. Do they have it at Aldi? I only saw the 3. Maybe they just don't have it out yet. They had cherry, almond, and marzipan. You got the cherry one? How was that one? Because the one I got is the almond one. In case you guys haven't seen it before, I'll show it to you. And this thing is heavy. Isn't it, Kels? This thing is so heavy. Here it is. See? Stollen. This is the almond one that I got. And see the inside? See, those are not, I think they're raisins and currants, or just currants. Let me see. No, raisins, almonds. Maybe there isn't any currants in here. Oh, lemon peel. I thought there were currants in here. I guess not. I take that back. Sugar. Oh, there's definitely sugar in it. But it's very dense. So you can only have like a very small, like a thin slice. It's really good though. Comes in a sealed bag. Must be top quality. It actually is really good. Aldi is awesome. Is it the same family? See, somebody told me that they're not. They said that Trader Joe's originated from a gentleman out in California, but Aldi is a German owned company. Somebody else told me that, but then I think I looked it up, or somebody told me that that they're different. Oh, they're brothers. Oh, neat. I didn't know that. That's cool. Yeah, because I love Trader Joe's too. Oh, gosh. You know, if you guys like ginger snap or ginger cookies or molasses cookies, I think this is the time of the year now. Trader Joe's, in their like refrigerated case, they have they're flat. They're in a flat square thing, and they're like individuals. Normally, I make my own cookies, but they're cookie dough. They're like molasses cookies, and oh, they are so good. Same parent company. Oh, okay. All right, that's good to know. Yeah, because we have both. We have an Aldi and we have a Trader Joe's. They're across the street from one another in Hadley. So, but I figured I'd try the stolen. I never had one before, so. But even though it's in a plastic bag, yes, it is pretty good. It is really good. I liked it. It's proudly made in Germany, and it's authentic and original. So, yeah. So other than that, guys, I don't know what else to say. If you guys have any other questions for me, otherwise, I am going to bid you adieu. And I am going to get myself to bed because I am exhausted. I'm sure all you are too. About the chemicals we grazed with in U.S. And yes, exactly. I know. Ugh, so many of our foods have a close-up of what? A close-up of the stolen? Of this? You want me to cut you a piece? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Frida. Good night, Kathy. Good night, Dana Grace. At your turkeys. Oh, the ones behind me? These guys? These are just like the glass ones. You know, like that. I don't know who coined that turkey toilet thing on Scott's channel. But these are they're caramel glass. These were from the Martha Stewart catalog that she had years ago. It was called Martha by Mail. And she did a lot of these were made by Ellie Smith. And yeah, I do have two, but one of them has a chip in it. Go out on a limb and guess who chipped it. Yeah, and this is the other one. Same, they're both exactly the same, except this one has a lovely chip in it. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Mr. Wonderful here. Dropped it on the ground. Yours truly. But you know what? Did you notice how I display it? I display it like that. You can't see it. That's what you do with chips. You got to hide them. But I always say, you know what? It's chipped less than my teeth. So there it is. There they are. And this is this turkey here is just one of those girly candles. Gurley. Got his little wick. His wick broke off. It was right here, but I don't know of anybody that would light these things, especially nowadays. So, oh, you remembered one? Yeah, those were made by Ellie Smith. Yep. They were made specifically for her catalog. They made those. I also have it looks like a long acorn and it has a squirrel on the top. And then I have one that's the heck is the other one? There's a pumpkin that has a lid. I have a whole collection of all her caramel glass. I bought a lot of stuff from her thing, especially when it was like going out of business, like when her thing was closing, like she was having like these closeouts. So I bought a lot of that caramel glass. So I have a lot of that. So I'm hoping to have, I live in a condominium, it's townhouse. So I'm hoping to have a house someday. So I can actually have, you know, all these things on display. You know? I know, Scott's so lucky. He's got such a beautiful, he's got a nice, nice house to actually lay all these things out. And Scott has a real squirrel, even though the poor thing's blind. Or missing an eye. I think it's missing, is it missing an eye? I don't know. I told him, I said, if I have any handicap animals, I'm going to send them down there. He's a riot. Yeah, and these cutouts are just paper. I'm not sure how old they are, but this one here is cool. It was owned by a woman in East Windsor Hill, Connecticut. She stamped her name on the back of it. Maybe she was a school teacher. Yeah, the peanut squirrel. I didn't see, I wasn't lucky enough to actually meet the squirrel when I went down there. But, yeah, so there's that with the pheasant. And did you guys see my video with the turkey and it fell off the top? I had it on the top. Oh my God, that thing scared the heck out of me. But I'm like, I'll leave it in the video anyway. I'm sure everybody will get a kick out of that. Yeah, he's up there. I don't think he's super old. I remember these in school, in grammar school. See, the one side's shiny and the other side's like dull. They have a little hole on the top to hang it. You know, he looks angry. But wouldn't you be if you knew Thanksgiving was coming? And you're like the centerpiece? Yeah, and these pilgrims are really, really cool. I've had these for years. And these, yeah, I don't even know where the heck I got them. It's got an R in the back for my last name. I don't even know where I got these. He's got a staple right through his gut. I just noticed that. But there's him and then his wife here, who somebody told me, oh, she's not a pilgrim, she's a nurse. I'm like, she's not a nurse. Why would there be a nurse? I'm sure they had nurses back then, but... Oh, you heard that. There's the shake. Toby's awake. Nope, and the grunt. Did you hear the grunt? So there she is. She does look like a little bit like a nurse, but she's not. She's a pilgrim. And he's giving her a little bit of side eye. Yep. Because she knows he's going to go hunting for the turkey above his head. So she's got her Bible ready. I don't know. Oh, I can't get those back in there. Okay. What else can I show you? I think that's really it. And these are only, these are salt and pepper shakers, if you can imagine, guys. Aren't these cute? They're not, see? I got these at Williams Sonoma years ago. So I just put them out, you know. There's a pumpkin, and then this one's a, either a squash or a pear, whatever you want. I call it a squash because, you know, but it looks like a pear. But it's also, that would be the salt shaker because it only has one hole. Did you know that? I don't even know if some of you know that or not, but some people know these things, some people don't. Sometimes it's a gourd, right? Some people don't realize the more holes or the larger holes on a salt and pepper shaker is always pepper. And the smaller holes or the least amount of holes on the shaker is the salt, because you always want to have less salt than pepper, because salt isn't good for you. Or you'll be visiting your pharmacist for more medication. So, but that's about it, guys. Well, without further ado, I'm going to let you guys go because I am exhausted. As, again, I worked all day and I did this, so I'm glad that I could. Jeffrey, I bought an 18-inch Christmas tree to place inside my mother's child chamber pot. Really? Oh my gosh. AKA Thunder Mug. Oh gosh, that's awesome. 18-inch Christmas tree to put inside that chamber pot. That's awesome. Very cool. It's all about, you know, repurposing these beautiful items, you know, and reusing them. Oh, it's 11/11. Everybody make a wish. All right. Well, with that, guys, I'll let you guys go to bed because I'm sure some of you guys have to get up for work in the morning. Your grandma said Thunder Mug too. Isn't that a riot? Not many people know what that is. So, good night, Denise. Yep. Good night, Mama T-Bird. You're so very welcome. I'm glad you guys could join in. Good night, Midway Rose. Good night, Sylvia. I'm glad you guys could join in. Good night, Kels. Good night, Dark Eyed. Hope you guys have a great night. And I'll talk to you soon. And again, those of you that purchased, thank you so much. And I'll be sending out your goodies soon. All right. Good night, Brierly. Good night, Bonnie. We'll see you guys soon. Let's see if I can turn this thing off or figure it out. I don't even know if I'm going to do this right, but we're going to try. We're going to try. We're going to try. Good night, everyone.